Hey guys, we're gonna start in 1 minute.
Hey, if you're not having fun, right?
Except I didn't even let him in. Here we go. All right.
I can't get into Zoom.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. We will start in 49 seconds. Who wants to count down for us?
37, 36,
In your sultry.
35. Let's take a deep breath and become really centered and present here, allowing anything that needs to fall away, anything that wants to come through, and just be very open-minded and remember that this is the place of no judgment and just love and uh, and sending love to each other and out to the world. Thank you.
I expected that timer to go away. So just a minute.
How's everyone feeling? Put it in the chat. Where are you joining us from?
Good.
We are in Austin, Texas.
Yes, go ahead and put it in the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to meet some of you that we haven't met. Thank you for
Yeah.
yeah. We are going to talk about your nervous system and living as a multi-dimensional being today through all these conversations. And we've chosen 3 amazing guests to take you on that journey.
Yay.
I'm going to go ahead and start and bring up Riania, who has been on her own deep multi-dimensional journey.
Yes. And then start our recording.
You start the recording. We will next time though start a new recording. Riania, you are muted right now. Can you unmute so we can check your
And then let's do our intro.
and we will get going?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Oh, you girls are so beautiful today.
Thank you. All right, you guys, good morning. I'm Leonka Reyna.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jeneth Blackard.
And this is the How Hustle Mystic Morning Show. Today we are talking with Rianya. Rianya is she's an ascension guide, cosmic channel, and new earth bringer devoted to helping starseeds awaken their galactic gifts and radical self-love and embodiment with soul lineages connected to Kuan Yin, Sophia Christ consciousness, and the star realms like Lyra, Sirius, Pleiades, Arcturus, the Hathors. Through the multiverse, she holds a deeply healing presence. Rihanna bridges the galactic remembrance with human incarnation, guiding cosmic souls to anchor their soul essence on Earth. You are the stargate, and your embodied truth is the key to new Earth. Yay, Rihanna, welcome. We're so happy to help you have you here. Gosh, I need a light water or something.
Cow, cow.
That's right. All
Yeah,
good.
I'm so honored and so happy to be here with all of you. I can just feel like everybody has gone through a lot.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
both
for
of you
sure.
as well. Like both of you look so radiant.
Thank you.
So
So do you.
Ew. I remember on our last conversation, you were sharing about your hike through the mountains. And it seems that if you go on a spiritual journey, you also take your body with you. Can you catch up some of our new listeners on who you are and even why you went through that journey and how that journey really awakened you?
wow, what a great question. So, hi everybody, I'm Rayania. And so, what Janice was referring to is that last time when we spoke, I just came back from summiting Kilimanjaro. And after that, actually, I went to Morea and swim with humpback whales a few times.
Wow.
So, So I have come to realize that sometimes our soul path, or like we are being called by our soul to embark on whether it's physical or virtual spiritual journeys that is break supporting us to break free of our perception of who we are. And physical pilgrimage, visiting sacred sites like summiting Kilimanjaro, or I went to Kailash 2 years ago in Tibet. Those are the physical undertaking that actually, like pushes us to face our deepest fear, because it's not only about physical, it's also about mental, emotional. So I start with there because I was born in Taiwan and I was deeply ingrained, brainwashed, and okay, received the blessing of this Japanese, like Chinese, Taiwanese, Japanese culture, and it's very conformative. It's suppressing of the self in
Interesting.
so
Yes.
it's sacrifice yourself, because the value of a woman, the value of an individual is nothing compared to the greater tribe. And so I came from a type of journey that is deeply suppressed. I was not able to feel, speak, and I didn't really know who I was. So there was a lot of anxiety and fear that has been running my life, through my career in technology field, in spiritual path, even as a healer or as a channeler. I felt that I was still operating on that high anxiety. The nervous system was always
Yeah.
on. I need to channel more, I need to reach further out. So for me, I would say summarize, like, my journey is really through physical and emotional breaking free to reach the person that actually am. I'm a very normal human, a woman, but at the same time, I have a lot of star lineage. I have, working with Sophia Dragon and so many ascended masters. But in the end of the day, my task and my mission, I feel, is really to learn how to heal all this thing I have chosen to take on, this deep metrics of control, manipulation, fear, suppression, and how do I heal that, liberate myself through that, while integrating and embodying all these fantastical, galactic multiverse and dragons and all these ascended
Yes.
beings into this human life. Like, because I
Yes.
still have to wake up, make my own breakfast. I have to walk my dog. I have to,
Yeah.
right? Like, so I feel that is my biggest journey right now. Like, really, how to live this in, how to integrate everything that has taken place and live
Mhm.
as an embodied human woman.
Oh, how
Did
beautiful.
that did you experience time of great maybe isolation, or maybe not isolation as much, but like, I don't feel like I fit in? And I feel like I'm asking this question because obviously this is our space is kind of the go-to for woo, right? And the place where we can really unite and talk about these things as we're experiencing and traversing as a human, with all of these extra things that are happening to us, and we may not understand why. So I kind of wanted to see, what was your experience?
Yeah, that is another beautiful question. I I would start by saying I tried everything I can to fit in,
Yeah, me too.
always. Like,
Me
whatever you
too.
like, whatever you say, and then I think I learned a lot how to not intentionally manipulate, but really with the intention to belong, to
Yeah. Yeah.
connect, be
Yeah.
accepted as part of the tribe or
Yeah.
part of the group. But I realized that I never belonged because the person that was doing all those things are not me. So
Yeah.
even though it looked like I am part of the thing, that is not a real me. Like they don't really know who is underneath that polite, smiley face,
Yes.
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 right? And then I remember a few years ago I got the message from, it's almost like through Multiverse as well. It's like none of us are meant to fit in because we are here because what we were trying to fit in is the old system. And then
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why
this,
it felt so rough sometimes.
Yes.
right, because
Oh,
even the experience of feeling rough, not belonging, not fitting in, no matter
Yeah.
how hard we try, in itself is sort of like the data and the fertilizer for us to create what is authentic, what is genuine, what is in alignment to our star codes in this human form. Like I feel every one of us here come from somewhere in the universe, and we chose to be here not to suffer, but really is to create through our heart, through our own
Yes.
pain or struggles, and then we create a new life for ourselves to start with, and then so we can create that for the greater good.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah,
Because
and
many people think that we have this, that we have to do something, right? Like, they like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? But being the being of ourselves, being us, truly us, creating through that way is, and for my intentional purposes, how I feel, I get to live purpose, and hearing you say that, it just reiterates that we don't have this, we don't have to be or do something outside of ourselves except for to create from who we truly are.
yeah, yeah, that is such a beautiful insight as well. Yeah, because I feel our biggest purpose actually is, besides what people often hear, like follow your bliss, and your biggest purpose is to live in joy and peace, which is all true. But I feel our biggest purpose is to remember who we are.
Yes.
And not
Yes.
only remember, but like, how do I how do I bring my lifetime as a priestess in Lemuria, or a record keeper in Palladian star system into this life? What does that have
Yeah.
to do? So instead of just focusing on, oh, I was a priestess, or I was a record keeper, or I was a healer, right? What does that show us? And then
Oh,
that remembering is just the beginning. But
yes.
then what does that have to do with the woman or man I chose to be in this lifetime?
Yes.
yes.
Very cool.
Together with all this experience, right? Like, I chose to be suppressed and experience those suppression, manipulation, and then a lot of people also chose, I think we all go through certain type of abuse, in different form, shape and forms. So those choices are purposeful, not designed to suffer. And so how do we really also receive, like when we are able to come to a space where we say, okay, these are all my past, let's say, struggles and suffering,
Mhm.
then how do I feel about this? Not to judge, not to bypass, but I feel one of the purpose is really for us to really feel into what does it really feel like in my body, like what compassion is,
Right.
right? Because I feel this, we are like expanding the topic, but like compassion is almost like a foundational frequency. It's a very high vibration. It's very
Yes.
high frequency if we look at the
Yeah.
consciousness, but it's part of, it's almost like a sister frequency band of unconditional love, and that is who we actually are in a different parallel lifetime right now. And so that is also part of us remembering, like, who am I, as if I'm able to really remember the compassionate being that I was, choosing to go through all this weird or strange or tough or difficult, however we want to choose, we want to describe it, right? All these journeys up until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that you're speaking to the audience. Most of us that are on this line know those times when we've been completely and utterly stomped down in our lives. And we know and have always known that we don't belong. And in that don't belonging, we've had to go on this journey to find our purpose. And I loved how you described purpose as remember, but then it's remembering all the different layers, right? Remembering to have fun, remembering to create your life, like we spoke of yesterday, and remembering to play in this oneness and create when your heart's desires are calling you. And you just spoke so beautifully of it. And I guess now the audience's question might be, so take us away. How do we start unearthing some of this unconsciousness that we've been living by?
Yeah,
And one thing I
it's
want to point out, I think when she said don't belong, or it's like not fitting in to the old system, we're all belonging because we're all part of oneness. But when we look at ourselves as opposed to the old system, we don't necessarily feel like we fit in, or we're not supposed to fit in because it's the old system, as you had beautifully stated.
yeah. Um, I feel to answer that, it's also let me see because they're like
Yeah,
different. It's not
it's
for
like
me to
trucking through the mud. It's a huge question.
like so much information, and I can feel people's mind was like, like their
Yeah.
question from in the mind, like, okay, what does that mean? And then thinking of themselves about, the journey. Um, what I wanted to share, I feel this journey of remembering. So I wanted, okay, belonging first, and then we talk about authenticity and then sovereignty. If
Okay.
um, belonging, I remember I heard, I think, I don't know if it's from Elizabeth Gilbert, the author that
Mhm.
writes
Right.
Eat, Pray, Love, or maybe it's Brene Brown. Like, actually, what we are looking for, that sense of belonging, is how we were before we came here. But in
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
in this reality, we chose
Yeah.
deliberately to have this separation, right? I am this physical skin that seemingly contain who I am, although our energy field is way much bigger.
Right.
So this feeling of belonging is really like a longing of connection, right? Longing of that.
Yes. 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 And I kind of think of it as remember, to become a part of member again, to member, to remember, like member of our oneness of each other, to come back into that membership of that wholeness that we were once before. And so we're trying to, solidify that here on earth, and it gives us that hole, that gaping hole that we
Well,
have.
technically, if we just want to expand this, we're not even a member, right?
Right.
If we are source,
That's what I'm saying.
and so
And
is
so
the other member,
right,
right?
exactly. That's
Yeah, that
exactly what I'm
so
saying.
the member is source.
Yes,
I
exactly.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Got it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that the light behind you and light behind me, we are all a bunch of light
Yes,
together.
yes.
But then we have our own little consciousness. And I wanted to say that, in this process of remembering, like we are longing for that connection, that being part of the bigger love. But what we can start is like to ponder, to wonder, like, what does it feel like to belong to myself first?
Mm,
Mhm.
Like it's almost like allow myself to choose myself and be wondering, what does it really mean for me to belong to myself? And then the question comes like, but who am I, right? I am not that person who try to perform, try to seek validation. That's not really me. That's something I adopted, I learned that I need to worry about taking over a lot of responsibility. So I think it also comes down to this is the part that we hear often, the authenticity. Like, what does it mean to be authentic? It's not like I just tell you everything I think, right? Authentic is is that state. It's a frequency and energy, but it's also like a feeling of like, who am I really underneath this moment? Like the things I say, like what is underneath all the things I try to say, and what am I trying to get out of it? Or am I purely expressing what is happening within me? But not in a traumatic way, not in a trigger way. So I just blurt out whatever that's on my mind, but truly to feel who is underneath all these conditionings, right? Because we know
Yes.
that the biggest anxiety, the biggest stress that we could ever encounter is the stress of not being able to be ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do all day is try to mitigate the stress of not being
Yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
and being the multidimensional being that we are, and as a source of consciousness. It's beautiful. Wow, I don't know that I've ever heard it that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's really connect to, the beautiful topic that you have chosen so intuitively, that the nervous system. Because what I have come to experience is that our nervous system is is sort of like the conduit to house the energy, right? If we say, let's say just if I wanted to download more of my source frequency, or if I just go under the sun and say I'm gonna receive more of the solar code or whatever code that is like on like
Looks like
streaming
on the screen you're already doing that.
down. Yeah.
You're
So
radiating it.
thank you. Yeah. So if
Nice.
I wanted to receive more of that light, that code, or the insight, or the love that coming through, also through the inner earth, and our nervous system is the conduit. Our body
Hmm.
overall is the conduit, but our nervous system is that it's almost like that fuse. So if we have stronger or regulated or stable nervous system, then we are able to hold more light. And what does that mean to hold more light? That means that we are able, when we are in the regulated nervous system state, we are able, I think it's called ventral nervous state, that we are able to really feel, like receive the information, because light is information.
It is. It is. It's packets of information.
Yeah. So when we are able to have the more regulated our nervous system is, we're able to hold more of the light. And those light, when we are tuning in to that, we say 0 point, or this neutral state, that light is codes that support us to remember who we are, right? The codes of sovereignty, the codes of the new earth, the codes of neutrality, the codes of unconditional love. Like they are different type of code, and we could also say, oh, they are galactic codes or whatever, the universal oneness, and like they are different type of thing. But it doesn't matter what those codes are. We are all meant to. We all have our packet of information that we are aligned to receive. But when we are not able to, but when our nervous system is on, which is purposefully designed to be on, to be triggered 24/7 by the old system.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. And then sometimes we're
And
even not.
we actually love it in some ways. Like we have these addictions to, our life the way it was as we go through what is it now. And then it's like we think that we've got to go back to things like creating matter from matter instead of, creating it through our energy. And yeah,
I want to
it's
give
beautiful.
callers enough time to ask their questions. So if you have a question or you want to, you just note something here with Rihanna, go ahead and raise your hand.
So Rihanna is a complete channel. She can channel almost anybody, anywhere, from what I understand. So when you're coming on for a session, all this information comes from, channels of the light. So it just felt like I don't want to make that significant as much as I want you to be aware of, when you ask a question, you could really get a really cool
And
answer sometimes.
yeah, I want to give the opportunity to really showcase your work too, because you do, there's hands already raised, because you do beautiful work. And so, what would be the best way to do that in addition to taking a few callers?
And I really want to remind our callers to start with a question, and if she needs backstory, she can go in the backstory.
Mm. Yeah, how about that answer to question, and then we can go into a transmission.
That'd be beautiful. Yes.
People to, I think, to support to regulate the nervous system.
Yes, absolutely. And remember, anything that's asked here is for the whole greater good. And for anyone listening on the replay, you can apply your own, question here. And generally, a lot of information will come through during the channeling for you.
Do we want to take a caller?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. The first caller that I asked to unmute.
Yeah, hi.
Hi,
I'm so
sweet.
happy to see you, Rayane, and Lianka or Janet. So, actually, I don't have specific question. Can you please say some message to me? What guides, what I need to know, important what I need to know right now?
Yeah. Well, I would say this. Okay. Well, the first that came is like to trust yourself. Like the conditionings that you have gone through really is playing out. It's almost like there are a lot of layers that have been coming up right now. It's like you are being put into a situation of you have to play into the normal life versus to step into or to embody more of your true energy and identity and your authentic self. And so this is a very interesting dance for you right now to choose consciously again and again with courage that you get to show up in this lifetime. And I know this that could apply to so many, that you will not be burned again. Nothing bad will happen to you. Maybe some people will leave you or choose not to be in your sphere, but trust that you have all the resources to walk through this. It's almost like a fire that you are walking through, that you are
Yeah.
not going to get burned.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would like to say that even in my dreams, it was on Saturday when my English, but I'm trying to explain, when I was in the boat with other peoples, and it was massive wave of water, and it was like this water. We couldn't see nothing, so it was just, and we flew with this boat flew via this water. So it was like I went to other dimension. So it was feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, the remembrance is happening very fast for you, and I feel like for some of the people on the call as well. So it feels like also very important for you to find ways to strengthen your physical body, in addition to the nervous system, because that will support you to really embody in more of your body, and to allow that energy and frequency of your true self to come through a little bit more at the
Thank you
temple.
very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. And Tanya, you're up next.
Hello, thank you guys so much for having me. So good to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
For sure. I think my question is, I've been trying really, really hard to, again, move past that fear of being seen. I feel like I carry a lot. Let me rephrase that. I am on a mission to release the fear of being seen, the fear of being heard that I've carried probably through several lifetimes. Um, going through all the Reikis, going through the angelic light certifications, and just doing all the things, right? Trying to get in alignment. Do you see maybe like in kind of like specific direction that I could go that I'm missing, or I truly want to let this go. Even being on camera now, I'm like I'm shaky, I'm so nervous, like I'm like I feel like I'm burning from the inside out. Um, so
But
so
good
your
for
last
you. That's brave and that's courage.
yeah, I'm like sweating
Yeah.
to death. But so a lot of what you just said actually resonated with me with that internal fire, and it's okay, right, to be seen. I won't be burned again. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know if maybe we could elaborate on
Yes.
finding the correct path, if you will.
Yeah, well, you know that when you are, first of all, good for you to show up, like what Janice was saying, that it's very brave, and that you are doing it right now, like you are walking through your fire, and see, it's not that scary. Just really be present right now, like drop your mind from your, like breathe to your heart. Yeah, and then slow your breathing. Yes, and then allow your heart to feel a little bit open, to feel what it feels like to be on camera right now.
Mhm.
That I am safe right now. Yes, I'm nervous, but nervous does not, you can be nervous and still feel safe. And you are meant to speak. You're meant to share your gifts. So what you are actually being invited to is to be more gentle and compassionate for the young girls, and also different fragment of yourself, a bit more passionate and compassionate and gentle, like, okay, we are making such a big progress, right? I can do the Reiki, I have already have so many skills under my belt. I'm remembering who I am. And yes, there's a part of you that say, but I need to be somewhere else. But just allow yourself to work with different part of you. Say, okay, we are doing it, and we are. It's going to happen, but we take one step at a time, and really talk to the part of yourself that is very impatient. Like, why are you so impatient? What are you most scared of?
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
And spend time, like be with her, because you were not given any space and time and emotional stability when you were young, and that is the gift, one of the best gifts you can give yourself right now, because the one that is stable is the one that really knows that I will be fine, because I got me, I got us. And eventually I'm going to be speaking like freely, like doing, like expressing my energy, my frequency, and that's my purpose, to share my joy it's just gonna be oozing out the joy. But before that, you need to get the little one that sort of got left behind or like
Yeah.
got locked down. Say,
Mhm.
okay, yeah. So this is very important, and I feel you're ready. You have
Yes.
that nurturing energy for yourself. So just
Yes. Thank you so much. I have goosebumps all over.
I wanted to, as you were saying that, Lianka has this moment in time that then it transpired through the whole show at one point where when somebody was doing a inner child exercise, she all of a sudden was like, oh my gosh, that's happening right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
It was so when you just even play with the thought of playing with your 5-year-old to nurture and develop her, remember that we have no time and space within the energy. So you could possibly be really doing it for yourself.
Yes.
And tomorrow you'll just wake up a little different.
Right. So what we do in the present, science is showing, actually could be rewriting the past, and that is how I view it. I do really believe that science is just now catching up with what we can. Intuitively might know, or what we view, that we are actually rewriting the past, and the fact that we are nurturing our younger self. And so I now feel that in times when I was like really young and there was kind of nobody there to kind of care for me, because there just wasn't. That's an whole different story. But I really feel like I now go in and it was me that was caring for me. And even my guides, of course, but that helped me, survive some of those times as an infant. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. And I think it's why I'm able to sit here today. So just know that we are rewriting our past when we go in love on our younger self. And so it's a real visceral thing. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, really cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And I've definitely circled around to that several times, but maybe I'll just keep doing it.
Yes.
Thank you, Tanya.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
yeah. Just one last thing I think you will also
Yeah.
support everyone is that, when we are so desiring to be seen and to be heard, but still like we feel like we're not making it. Obviously there are different factors that plays into that, but the foundational thing is that, are you seeing and hearing yourself? Right.
Mm.
So learn
Wow.
Yeah.
not to make, okay, I'm gonna talk to my 5-year-old a job or a healing task. Like I'm gonna talk to her, and then so I can get out there and right. So,
Check it off my box. I did that.
yes, I'm done. Right. So like I don't want that to be done to myself. And I did that to myself all the time. I have to say that. It's like, okay, why can't you not get up? Like quick, let's move. Right.
Yes.
But that is what we are, learning, like what does it mean to really love or nurture myself,
Mm,
right? The purpose, your life purpose is not to true well it we take it like, okay, I need to be the speaker and that's my purpose, but truly your speaker is to be the conduit of love. You remember yourself so fully, and so each step we are taking is really for the love of it, but not because I need to make money or I need to be seen, I need to,
Right. Right.
but that's how we were conditioned by the old system. And then that's
Yeah.
what we are rewriting. That's why our nervous system is always on, even when we say, oh, but I've done my inner child healing, but my nervous system is still like, I'm still like, why can I not get there yet? Like, right? Of course, because we were not given the space to down-regulate ourselves. So thank you for this question, because I feel it's so relevant to all
It is.
it's so
Thank
me.
you.
I
Thank
feel
you.
like I spent years and years going through that showing up thing, and probably still am, right?
Oh yeah, I do have moments where it's like, why haven't you got out of bed? Go ahead, lazy. And I'm like, no, 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 don't be so mean. You know, yeah, there's times where I've relied on that old system.
I wonder if we could do an activation on that, really helping people see themselves.
or
Mhm.
whatever you feel
Or
most called.
whatever you're called for. But
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that
good.
whatever is shared here today will be for the greater good. You can tell that from just the questions, right? I know
Yeah.
that it lands with me, and I needed that too.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I actually don't know. But we'll just tune into
Yeah,
the
we'll
field
go. Yes.
and let me see. So we'll just let it be like probably 10 minutes or less. Is that
Yes, that's great.
okay? So so just invite everyone to really make yourself comfortable and take a few deep breaths to the bottom of your belly, like this deep belly breath. Letting all the thoughts, all the words that have been floating in your head out to your system. The most important thing right now actually is your felt sense, like what your body is receiving and experiencing. So I don't know if you're able to hear the on your next inhalation. I want you to just breathe into your heart with the belly rising. And when you breathe out, see if you could prolong your exhalation and gently and smoothly allow yourself to breathe in deeply, slowly, and lovingly to the bottom of your belly. Feel the rise of your belly. Feel the love that you are breathing in. And when you breathe out, just allow your shoulder, your lower back, your eye, your neck to soften. Even the eyelid, allow the muscles around your eyes to relax, around your jaw, your tongue to relax. Allow your chest to open. And I want you to just really allow your breathing in on your next inhalation. Imagine you're breathing in the beautiful light. It's the chi, it's the prana, it's the frequency of unconditional love. There's no condition. You are receiving no matter how you are, how much money you are making, how much work you have done, how productive you are, how tired you are. It doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to receive. Breathe into your heart and breathe out from your heart. Allow each exhalation to soften your chest and feel the opening of your heart. We are bringing through the source light, the white light of the source right now. Allow yourself to receive this beautiful white light that's now streaming down through your crown, over your head, your scalp. Allow that light to permeate and reach each cell of your body to nourish and regenerate. Feeling that light is now streaming through every part of yourself, every part of your body. Some of you feeling a bit more resistance, but know that it will go at its pace. So worry not if there's any blockage that you are not receiving or you feel the light is so slow, it's not moving through. Allow this source light to move through at the speed it needs to clear the blockage or clear the dense energy. And know that it will go on its own. We are now regenerate your body, your cell. We are bringing through also the blue diamond light to support you, awakening the part of your true identity. So breathing, if you feel the light is not moving fast, allow yourself to breathing deeply to the belly, open to receive the source love that is unconditional. And we are supporting you, your team of guides, your angels. Some of you have dragons around you. Know that you are surrounded by your team of guides. We also have Kuan Yin with the connection with you that have many lifetimes together. Greetings. We are delighted to be present with all of you while you are allowing yourself to receive the source light that is here to awaken you, to soothe and to regenerate your body that has been under a lot of attacks external, attacks internal. So this is meant for you to receive and to relax without doing anything. Trust that you don't need to effort and you will still receive the benefit of the transmission and the light, as there is no space and time. You are meant to receive this source light and the codes that are now streaming through, because you are feeling the call to be here. So trust, this is your main reminder to always trust that you are receiving what you are meant to. It's like you will not miss what you are meant for. So allow yourself to breathe deeply to the bottom of your belly and relax your torso, relax your belly, relax your chest. And what we are going to bring through a third layers is to bring through a beautiful golden light. Some of you may see as golden rain shower, like a waterfall or spring water. Allow this beautiful stream of golden light to really coming through the crown and then through your brain. Clear cleanse, like as if that this golden light is now clear or washing through your brain, washing away any dense energy, any dark spots, any heaviness or disconnection. Allow this light to really surround your brain, clear, cleanse, purify, and all the way down through your spine. Allow this beautiful golden light or golden water to cleanse through your spinal cord as well. Allow yourself to receive, so that this light, when it's clearing your spinal cord, it's also sending light to regulate, to down-regulate your nervous system, to feel that you are safe and you are meant to be where you are, but not in a feeling of leaving behind or left behind. You are at the precipice of something beautiful. And so allow yourself to enjoy and to be okay, to be at this space of nourishing yourself, nourishing your nervous system through the light, through your breath, belly breath, everyone. If you're falling, drifting away, that is perfect. So allow yourself to truly relax, feeling perhaps some will feel the coolness of this golden light through your spinal cord. Feel that cleansing, purifying and soothing feeling. We are going to bring through some of the light language to support you to truly relax and open, to allow this light to permeate through all the different plexus in your nervous system. Ikia ka a ia I u kea o u a ia se I ia se ki a u I si hu I si hu I sha a uku I si. Breathe, dear ones. Bua kia o I si I se I. You are ready. You are ready to receive who you are. This is a turning point. We are not talking about this session in particular. We are talking about this year is your turning point of receiving more of your truth and your code. So your nervous system is important at this point of your journey to allow yourself to let go or to love all the voices back to yourself. A lot of voices are not yours. So become aware and let those voices go and change the conversation within yourself and know that you are not the person you always thought you were. You are so much more courageous, more resilient, more loving, more capable, more eloquent, more reliable, more artistic, more creative than you actually were led to believe. So allow yourself to receive. Ikia sakia kukua isisi ukua isha isa aukoko. We have your dragons surrounding you, helping you, transmuting all that you are ready to let go of. Ikia sakia kikia sukua a iasi. Feel the violet flames that is now being sprayed into this space. And yes, we understand there are so many elements that is taking place right now, but there's nothing you need to do. It's all being carried out for you, through you, with you, as you. Ikiasi, deep breath, dear one, your reminder from this time today. Feel free to re-listen to this part of the transmission. Allow yourself to receive. Some of you already are almost 100% of the source light regeneration. Some of you are still like 27%. This is not a race. So give yourself the time after this call to allow yourself to receive all the love and light and the codes that are here ready for you. Know that you are worthy of every desire, every heart's desire, every joy, every sense of belonging, connection, intimacy. You are worthy of being seen and being heard. And know that you are already that source consciousness within you. So allow yourself to walk this journey with that unwavering trust and faith and surrender. Know that you are always supported, you are always held, and you are always guided. You no longer need to effort. You no longer need to effort. You no longer need to exhaust and burn yourself out. Joy and ease. Joy and ease is your reminder that you are on the right wave of frequency. Ukua isia kekea aka I kikia sukia sikiki shupa pi ataka kwa. We are showering you in the unconditional love of Source Light. Allow yourself to receive. And we are sending you so much love, so many blessings. And we thank you for being here. We thank you for being here. We thank you for being here. For the earth, for the humanity, for the ascension, for the collective consciousness. Remember your love. Remember your love for this earth. Remember your love for humanity. Remember your love for the universal consciousness. And with that, we are complete.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so, so much. I feel like every cell in my body just feels like, I don't know, like I was thirsty and like I can't explain it, but like it's so funny. That's a funny word. Because the kids use it. But I feel like I'm like there was a quenching, like water. Like I can't explain it, but maybe the chat can help me. But thank you so much. It was beautiful, so beautiful.
It's great when you're of no words. So thank you. I think we are of no words right now.
Nah, lots of chat, like lovely. Thank you. Tanya says thank you.
With these, I'm going to have my editor take out some of these dynamic transmissions. And if you get the VIP package, you can also get all these transmissions. And I'll make sure that if you want, Rayanya, if they get your package today, they also get this recording as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Let's
hearts.
talk about
Go ahead.
what you have to offer for our guests here.
Deborah says amazing exclamation point. Katie says beautiful heart, beautiful exclamation points. There we go.
Yeah. While you're doing this, I have a short little question for you.
Yeah.
But when you're doing that, my dragons were like, she's a dragon, she's a dragon. So I was wondering what relationship you had, if you knew it,
With your dragon or with
with
or me
your
with dragon?
dragons.
Oh, right.
Well, maybe that's a bigger question. We'll have
Okay.
you back on.
No, sorry. Yeah. So, I have come to realize that, in like dragon in itself is a primordial source energy.
Mm-hmm.
So before it became a form of a dragon as we see it or we
Yeah.
feel it's just a creative force energy, like primordial source energy, like us before we become a human or become a
Yes.
being. And so that itself is very present in my energy field, in my soul makeup as well.
Mhm.
So, and then on top of that, I have different lifetime as a dragon, working with dragons.
Yeah.
So very often when I work with people, I will support them to remember their dragon lifetimes or their connection with dragons. Or it's almost like reconnect them with the dragons.
Yes.
I feel like your dragon just very happy to say, yay, we know
Yay.
each other.
Yes.
I know
That's it.
that.
That was it. Yeah.
It's funny because I was like, I want her on the next one. It's like something shifted in me and you and maybe both of us, and I was like, she's got to be on the next summit.
Yeah.
And then when that was going through, they were like yapping and they're like, oh, she's one of us. She's one of us. And I've never ever, like, I'll get clues that I'll be like, oh, I know they have a dragon. But that was the first time I was like, whoa. They were like,
Seeing each other. Yes.
and that was cool.
Yeah. I get a lot of energy
I
right
never
now.
ever thought I would share that kind of stuff on a mic either.
To the
This is
world,
the right
right?
place.
Oh, thank you. That's why we have
I
it.
didn't want to disrail the conversation. I was like, whoa, and maybe, this will help somebody that's listening going, okay, when I get those inklings.
Yeah.
Totally.
And you share it with us because you're right. This is a fun place and the place that we do that at because, many times we do this sometimes alone and we feel like we're alone on this journey. And when we can find our peeps, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. All right. Tell us what you got here.
I'm going to bring it up right now.
Yeah, so this
You did.
this session I offer this time is a bit different. So
Let's see
it's
if we
more
see it.
okay. Is
There,
can
yes,
it,
here it is.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so this the intention is, based on our conversation today, is really to support people who are feeling called, to see how could I, support them to embody more of their, whether it's a spiritual insight, like a dragon, for example, that I have this feeling, a dream of dragon or this connection. So we will see how we can support you, like through your guide and the bigger team, with the sound and light language and the energy, to see how we can support this to become part of your life. Like it's almost like we can say awaken your gifts into your daily life, right? So instead of I can feel dragon, I love dragon, and then I really wanted to know who I am, and my life is like all very separate. What I desire to do is really to help people bring all the elements back, and then to allow the nervous system and the body and the human mind to be able to dissolve some of the, perhaps the blockage, or perhaps just the conditioning, or maybe just old imprint from different lifetime, and then to really like allow this gift to be present and helpful for your human journey, but not to separate. And so to feel more embodied, and then to feel more empowered, I would say. Yeah.
Yes. Know who you are on any level. Absolutely.
Because what we are really going through right now is no longer that, I sit on the mat and then I have all this amazing insight, like, I'm working with all the guides, and then I walk off the mat, then my life is a shamble, like, and I struggle, I worry and stress. And of course this is part of the process, right? Because we are also dissolving a lot of interference and the control mechanism. And I feel like it's important to acknowledge there are forces or system existing designed to take us off the center, and that, we don't, that it's not their intention to let us remember who we are. But this is also have come to a place that we no longer can ignore, because when we are not being ourselves, that is the biggest stress we are experiencing right now. And I think that's a lot of people are also going through a lot of physical pain, digestive issues, because it's a lot of things that needs to be cleared. So yeah, does that, is that
Yes, thank you. That was absolutely incredible. It's funny I said that and hadn't even looked at the session page and saw the big dragon there actually above you. That's so interesting. Wow. I am just like in this like whoop.
Laura says, thank you for your vulnerability, Janet, and put a little dragon and a heart. And I felt the unconditional love.
Thank you, Rihanna.
Yeah.
It was very amazing. I'm so grateful.
And Paula says, that was very relaxing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Deborah says, amazing. So much love to you, Rihanna.
Thank you. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yes.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Amazing. Lovely. So
quality time indeed. Eggplant.
beautiful, except for the lovely.
I always use lovely too. That's too funny. One of the questions I have for you today is I I think that when people have a little bit of nervousness about channeling, what can they do to really open up and fall into that? We've got about a couple minutes to spend on that and whatever parting words you have for us today.
Yeah, well, I know it's not part of the package, but I'm going to offer a third round of channeling course if anyone is interested.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes. Send it our
But
way and we'll send it out if you want.
yes, absolutely.
thank you. What would say the most the easier thing is to do breath meditation, like to regulate the nervous system. So anything you can do somatically, right?
Hmm.
Like really like doing some gentle qigong or tapping the body and then deep breath. I think when we are able to go into that space of the relaxation and the deep belly breath, like allow our nervous system to be down regulated, then the mind will be quieter, so we're able to receive more of the information. Yeah,
Hmm.
hope that helps.
No, that was fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any parting words for us today?
I just want to say, the best and the worst price you will pay for being yourself is to find your tribe. So the more it's like, I just want to say, right, because I am truly ready to, I mean, I allow myself to embrace my dragon identity, like in a different way, not more cognitive or like marketing wise, but like I truly allow myself to embody that feeling, and it's an ongoing process. I
Yeah,
think if I didn't do that, Janice wouldn't have that reaction and we wouldn't have
Yeah.
sure.
connected, right?
Correct.
Like on a different level. It's
Right.
the soul level. It's that. So I think that's the way, like if we are looking for our tribe, the best thing
Yeah.
we can is just to have the courage to really embody and then to choose to honor who we are.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Great.
Thank
Well, thank you
you.
so
Gosh, that
much.
was beautiful. Such a wonderful time with you. I wish we had more time, but we will definitely have you back.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You're beautiful. I'm so honored and thank you for your work. I really enjoyed every session. And thank you everybody on the
Yay.
call for creating.
Yeah.
Much love and gratitude.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you. All
All
right,
right.
everybody.
We've got 5 minutes here to take a little break. In that time, I want to remind you that we do have a VIP pass, and in that VIP pass, you are going to get all these shows. And like I just said, you're going to also get all the little extra boosts and bonuses that we're going to put in there. And a lot of that is our speaker and some of their activations, some of them have special gifts. We just like blow this whole thing up. Plus, you get all of the shows from our previous 5 seasons. So look for the VIP pass. It's $97. It's only available during the summit. We also have an inner circle, and you can get this VIP with the inner circle. And in that, you also get a 2-hour mastermind every single month with those people you belong to. And you get to really explore yourself as we just went through with the session with Rihanna. So you get a chance to really unearth who you are in this multi-dimensional field, so to speak, how your channeling gifts are going to expand. You get to explore it with people who have had some of these gifts flowing and going on. So that's what's happening in between some of these uh, sessions that you just see on our regular show every Tuesday and Thursday. So, yes, we have a regular show after this. It's every Tuesday and Thursday. It starts at the same time. It's 9 a.m. Pacific. You all are welcome to go. It's a free resource, and you can play with us on a regular basis anyway. But if you are in the inner circle, then you get priority seating, so to speak, and we will always take your questions first. So that's a little about both the VIP pass and the Mystique Inner Circle. Of course, if you ever need anything, you can email us if you've got questions. We do our best to write these special offers up. We do our best to communicate them as well. Oh, another thing you get with the Inner Circle is you get a 10% off coupon for the special offers. So, and it's just, you can always use it until we change it, but then we'll tell all our members we've changed it. But you can get 10% off. So with Rihanna, and we just take that for our members, right? We don't, Rihanna still gets her commission from us, but we then give you 10% off to enjoy if you, especially if you buy a lot of these offers, it really makes the Inner Circle really worthwhile. I'm going to take a minute here too. And let Bianca take over. I guess we have a few more minutes than that, but that's okay.
How's everybody feeling? Continue to let us know on the chat. Also, one thing I want to remind you too is that a portion of proceeds goes to celebrate and support women and youth related causes. The cause that we're supporting right now is riseandup.org. They take in, it's a student run organization where they take in laptops and tablets to be refurbished, and they put them back out to the community, to people in need who would use them for wellness and education. They also support supplies in the classroom and for teachers and for students who may not have money to participate in the book fair. So that is one way that we always continue to support. If you have a charity that you would like for us to consider, please write in at team@houthustle.com. Also, please know that you can also find anything that you need just by sending us a quick message at team@houthustle.com. Funny enough, we also answer those ourselves. So if you're looking for some facilitation or just, need a little bit of support, we're busy, but we definitely want our community to feel like we have this as a resource for you. So please let us know how you're feeling, what you're going through. And usually it'll be Jennifer or I or our team. We always answer every email that comes in. And we may not be the fastest, but we definitely do answer, and we appreciate all of the notes that we get. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are on our YouTube. And if you're not part of our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We found that about 67% of the people that watch our videos on YouTube are not subscribers. And that can be because I find myself always forgetting to subscribe to other channels that I love and adore. So please to support us in that way. And if you feel called, share this information with someone else. We have a lot of free gifts that are on our website, and we have the free gifts. Even if you just think it'll support somebody, they can listen to the replays. Even if they're not able to join us live, you can send them the summit page to opt in and reserve their free ticket and be able to get all of the information. If you're not signed up on our website, for the summit, be sure to do so you can get the notifications, the free bonus gifts, and all of the information. And you can find that by opting in at houthustle.com. That's HAUTE, hustle.com/summit, SUMMIT.
And you guys, just a reminder, we also have a photo booth and some
Yeah.
things to win.
Oh, yes.
We
get extra entries.
We have a podcast too. So
Go ahead.
So if you want to play around with some of the other little features, go to houthustle.com/live. That's houthustle.com/live. And you can see the photo booth. Lianka and I are in there. Our tech team is in there. So you get to see who they kind of look like.
Yeah.
with a great party background. So
send us your pictures, put them on Facebook or Instagram, tag us so we can get you entered for a giveaway that we'll be doing. I'm giving away a free one-on-one session. It's not free. It's actually worth over $222. And we would draw from that as well. So
Also have in the win, you're a VIP pass. So if you're going to play to win, you're going to also get a VIP
cool.
pass.
Very
So
cool.
you can get one or the other. We'll give the session to the one that has the highest points.
Ooh, so be sure to get in there and do your shares. And if you can't figure out a way to tag us, then just take a screenshot and send it to team@howithustle.com. Every time we see those, we will enter you for another entry as well. So, and you can do that on YouTube at How It Hustle. You can do that on Instagram, How It Hustle Live, and then you can do that on Facebook, and it's the same as Instagram. And TikTok too. I mean, we're new players there. So just look for the words How It Hustle. Not many people have that. Just search that. You'll be good.
That is true.
Hey, that makes it cool.
All right, we're going to stop this.
Let me pull this up.
All right, Courtney, are you ready? I'm going to pin you now.
And I'm here. Yes.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jenna Blackert,
And I'm Leonka Reyna.
and today we're talking with Courtney Levins. We're going to talk about angels and your multidimensional self as we chill out and also relax your nervous system. So how does it get
Any better than that? A couple words about Courtney. Courtney Levins, for over 15 years, has dedicated herself to guiding individuals on their spiritual journey as a renowned spiritual advisor and angel communicator. As the visionary founder of Heaven on Earth Angel Reader Certification, she has empowered countless individuals to embrace their innate intuitive abilities. Through her inspired guidance, they have discovered their strengths, leading to transformative life changes, such as pursuing new careers, launching businesses, uniting with their soulmates. At the heart of Courtney's work is a delivery of divine messages infused with love and compassion. Her clients not only experience healing, but also gain clarity on their true desires, shedding limitations and beliefs that hinder them from progress, confidence, and motivation. So welcome, Courtney. We're so excited to have you here again.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, I am so excited to be here. And that, I guess that bio that's a mouthful. That's a lot to say. I need to work
But
on that.
very aligned. with what-
It is. It really is. And I always I always feel like I should read them because sometimes even when I have my bio read, I'm like, did I do all those things? Like, who is that girl? So I think it's important for people to really know who, the expertise that sits in front of us each time that, we have beautiful speakers on like yourself, because there is a lot that you've done in your past to be where you are sitting. And I think that our audience can find that really inspiring when you tell us a little bit about, your past and how you came to be doing this work.
Yeah. I know we've shared a lot about yours background in previous shows.
But we have new people
I know.
joining us. So just a couple moments.
Yes, just I wanted to start with something a little bit else.
So a reality show approached me because they said, you come from motorcycles and now you're doing angel stuff.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
they were like,
I
because
knew I had a reason.
because of these polar opposites,
Yes.
and so I'll tell you, I do come from a background of motorcycles. My parents have a motorcycle dealership in Houston, and so I grew up doing that. In
Yeah.
family business, we all ride. I was in sales, selling four-wheelers, the ATVs, the side-by-sides, the little personal watercraft, and so mom and dad, sis and I are all at the dealership every day. And so mom was my best friend. Well, what I didn't know then, and now looking back on it all makes sense, right? But I had bought the house that I was living in, and my neighbors all knew I was single. And I said, please hook me up if you know anybody, right? And one night I was lying in bed and I could hear all this noise, and I knew somebody was having a party, and thought that was really cruel that they hadn't invited me. And I just knew, right? I knew that there were going to be so many people like in my front yard. And
Right.
cars parked down the street because I just knew there were that many people. I mean, I could hear it. I was reading a book and it made me put my book down. So I crawled over to the window and pulled back the blinds, and there was nobody there. So it freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was hearing this, it sounds corny to say it, but like celestial music. And when I tried to listen to it, it would fade away. So I told my parents and ended up going to doctors, getting on a cocktail of drugs that will make you stop seeing or hearing anything. And I will be very, very specific when I say this. Okay. The voices never told me to do anything bad. It never scared me or anything like that. So I just want to make that really, really clear that it was very definitely divine. Okay. I didn't know it at the time. But my mom died shortly thereafter. She was diagnosed with tongue cancer and went through the whole chemo thing, and just was not, her body couldn't handle the chemo. So
Yeah.
he died. And I was so just devastated. And I was like, she's my best friend. We talked every day. You know, there were times she'd pick me up and we'd ride to work together. And I was like, how am I going to not talk to her? And I started thinking, you know, there are people who do this like for a career. And if they could do it, maybe I could learn how to. So I quit my job, which I don't recommend, and flew halfway around the world to get this certification. And it was awful. Okay. Let me just totally, no holds barred, totally transparent. It sucked. Okay. I go in there and everybody's like, oh, I see these auras, and oh, I see this. And I was like, I see nothing. You know, I close my eyes, it's black. And I was like, oh, I'm totally screwed up. But I had quit my job, right?
Right.
So I couldn't go back to dad with my tail between my legs going, Dad, sorry, this angel thing isn't working out. Can I have my
Right.
job back?
Right.
So I started doing readings out of my house, and I almost want to say, you know, like the rest is history. So I will say, I was not somebody who, as a kid, saw full-bodied apparitions, or at least
Yeah.
I didn't knowingly see full-bodied apparitions, and have been doing it lifelong, you know, whatever. I've always loved getting readings. My sister and I've always gone to psychics. That, you know,
Yeah.
she and I are psychics, just fun stuff. And I am living proof that it is something that you can learn, and that
Yes.
it's a skill like dancing, which I can't dance. There's no hope there, though. You can learn and take lessons and strengthen that ability.
Yes.
And so I'm living proof of it. And I am here getting to talk with two of my favoriteest people, Texas girls, Kate.
Yay.
And that's my background. That's
Yeah. And it is inspiring. It is inspiring for people to know that if you may be struggling with your connection, you know, but have this calling, do go learn, you know, do the practice, do the meditations at night, you know, really be with the information that you're going to share here with us today, because it is available. It is a learned thing. You can really strengthen that skill set. And even more, you hear from all kinds of people that say, I did this and something else opened up. And it's just really following that and being really honest about where you are. So I thank you so much for sharing that. You can ask your question. And there's a lot of motorcycle a lot of motorcycle lovers on here too. So I see the chat. Everybody's like, I love this kind of motorcycle and this and this. See, we're motorcycle lovers who love the woo.
What I do, you are so like just normal girl. And I love that about you so much. I wanted to I know you shared once on one of our shows where you had a client that had like a UFO floating above them that you saw when you tracked them. And I know that you've had a lot of really cool, awesome conversations with angels, but what is your perspective on living this multidimensional life as you do every single day, but even as you can help your clients do that too, maybe is how to ask the question. That come out any way clear at all?
View. You know, it's funny because I think when we're woo-woo, right? Spiritual, anything, I do believe that we always walk around just a little bit guarded. And you know, I certify people and teach them how to do this. And we were talking with my readers and they said, do you have any like best practices for us? And I said, you know, the hardest thing about this is coming out of the spiritual closet.
Yeah.
I have, you know, my girls are 8 and 12, and I've been trying to volunteer at the school and do things. And oh my gosh, a lady asked me what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I went,
Girl, my son goes to a Catholic school.
okay,
You know, to say, I'm a life coach.
and I preach to my readers, y'all, you have to come out of the spiritual closet. If you don't, how do you know God didn't put that person on your path so you can help them and be, you know, a blessing?
Yes. Oh, yes.
So it hit, you know, twice as hard. And I was like, oh. And I said, you know, I talk to angels and I do this. And I said, but let me say this. And so I've gotten even better. I said, I don't walk around tuning into people going, oh, you've got this person around you, and this angel is over here whispering this to me about you, and you stole somebody's pen in 3rd grade. Yeah. And I said, so it's not, I don't do that the whole time, right? You know,
Yes.
and so we do turn it off and turn it off, turn it off and turn it on. But I will say, touching on the ET thing, we were in a class and I was teaching my readers, and we were tuning into our guest sitter, who was somebody they didn't know. So they couldn't, you know, say, oh, I saw this on Google or anything like that. Right. And they're tuning in. And I said, y'all, what are you seeing when you tune in right past her left shoulder? It's going to look like it's on your right side. What are y'all seeing back there? And we went up to a little bit different vibration, a little bit different frequency. And they went, oh my gosh, I'm seeing this. And one of them said, I just wrote down the word Arcturian. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't even something that I had taught them about, right? We hadn't gotten into that. That was a little bit more advanced learning.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, so y'all can, this is one of her guides, if you want to say guides, one of her angels, even if you want to say it that, because we use that term interchangeably. And I said, this is something that we need to be aware of, because there are times we may not be looking for that. And going ahead and asking, you know, who are you? Are you here for as part of their guide? Do you have a message? That kind of stuff. Because when we do our any reading, one of the first things I teach is the rules of engagement, and that we only speak to the highest divine light,
Yes.
source,
Yes.
everything. So we don't have to worry about something like, oh, is this nefarious
Yes.
reasons that they're there? But it was a really great teaching moment to teach them to look a little bit beyond just the angels and stuff, and looking for other interdimensional beings and other planetary, other worldly beings. And it was really, really just flat out cool to see them go, oh my gosh, yes, I see it. And yeah. And then for the sitter to say, oh, I'm so glad y'all are saying that, because I've had this dream about this being and this and this and this.
Wow.
And it just validated everything. It was really a beautiful thing. And
wow.
yeah, sometimes we won't see it unless we put that intention. Go ahead, Jen.
What do you think about this first disclosure coming up or what do the angels say about this first disclosure coming up in the next year or so.
Yeah, in fact, one of the persons mentioned that speaking of EFTs, today, Tuesday, is the day when 48 formally classified videos regarding UAPs, UFOs are going to be unclassified and released. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it's been in the news, and it's been, it's not in the mainstream news, but you'll find it in the undercover, right? And I think it's, we're really moving into this new era of even Congress really accepting and pushing forth this new declassification. So any insights that you're getting from that?
So
And
I'm
don't,
so
We know you've probably never been asked these questions before.
girl, we go woo on this show, and I realized we went real fast.
we can
I
go
told her we were going to go wooey.
totally woo, right? Okay. So I like my first expo I ever did,
Uh-huh.
kept like being drawn to this one guy, and he's like an alien hunter, and that may even be like the name he goes by. But we started talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's real and everything." And then my experience with tuning in and seeing it around people, I got to tell you, I am really good. I probably share too much. I'm very much a proponent of transparency, of let us hear the truth. I can also go down, the rabbit hole when I go, oh, you know what? I bet they're lying about this and lying about that. But, right? I can go off
You're
on a
right, me
tangent
too.
but I am so flippin' excited. I am
Yeah.
so dadgum happy. My husband and I will go down our own little rabbit hole, and we'll get on, like Gaia TV, and we'll watch the Cosmic Disclosure, and we got led through a series of, like related videos or whatever, right? You're doing those and doing those. And we saw this one that it took every cell in my brain just to try to understand what they were talking about. It was so over my head. And I was like, oh, stick with it, Courtney. Come on, you're gonna get something out of this. And we can't find the video anymore. No lie, I kid you not. It's been taken down, and they were talking about.
Was that the one with Stephen Greer?
I love Stephen Greer.
Oh my gosh, so do I.
It wasn't Stephen Greer.
It wasn't him. It was like Alan Hynek and men who had been in the program and doing time travel, and one of the brothers, and talking about the frequency and the hertz, and I think hertz was like the only word that I had ever understood, and I was like, okay, I know about that, but that's it.
Yeah.
So scientific, but I'm so glad it's happening now. And okay, so my dad was not okay, he's grown, right? But he's 83, and he is from a generation that they want tangible.
Yes.
They want, your life is survival of the fittest, kill or be killed. Your worth, your identity is attached to your wealth, right?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's the way he was reared.
Yeah.
So when I talk about, he called and said, I have to put your job title down on this form with the lawyer. Blah, blah. And I was like, spiritual advisor, Dad. We're almost 20 years in now. But
he's gonna say something.
Girl, that's a belly laugh. I mean, I threw my whole head back. Like, that's so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really from the last conversation, the old self. Yeah.
I will say he's gotten better. And even like last week, he said, well, I'm telling you all of this because I know that you deal in, what is it, mystic vibrations. And I was like, okay. I'll take it.
Yeah.
At least you're open-minded. But he came to me and he was like, have you ever seen ancient aliens? And I went, yes.
What? Yes, me too.
And he's like, they're talking about these things that are, several hundred tons, and these rocks are moved and they're cut and this. And I said, Dad, I'm so excited for you about this. And I said, yes, if you start looking for proof, the evidence is everywhere,
Yes.
you know, and really you can't deny it. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so Courtney, 25 years ago, if somebody said there were ETs, what would you have said? And I was
Yeah.
thinking, and I was like, I don't think I was totally like, no way. But I remember very definitely when I started learning about energy going, oh, yeah, don't be so arrogant as to think you're the only one out there, because that's not happening. And maybe even that mindset allowed me to see more and more. And then doing the readings, I was like, whoa, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So it's so now Dad and I can talk aliens.
That's
And-
awesome.
That's fun. Anything is possible. That's too cool.
When, Courtney, in your life, did you really become from like his child to that being where you're like, ooh, I'm going to talk to angels? Like, I know you shared your story, but when was it that you really became a part of the conversation instead of just channeling angels?
Like part of the conversation with the angels or with my dad?
No, with the like one with the angels kind of feeling.
Oh, okay. So let's see.
Oh, I got it when you said his child. So in other words, like, just the human that has the
Right, just
dad.
human.
Yeah.
Right.
It so we wear different hats, right? Depending
Truth.
on who we're around. For a long time, I knew it wasn't something I just wasn't going to talk about with him. Because in that tribe, that family, it wasn't as accepted. Now, where I worked at a metaphysical center, they all knew me as the angel lady. And there was nothing different. But it was, gosh, I'm going to say probably about a year in, I said, Courtney can't be different than Courtney the reader.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be authentic, you've got to do more than just talk the talk. And so it was a little over a year in, and I was like, okay, so I started holding myself to a higher standard. I couldn't couldn't relive my college days of partying and like a rock star. I had to start being a responsible adult. And really started saying, okay, so if this is what I'm going to embrace and embody, I need to know more about it. And I need to know, what does that look like in the 3D if you are someone who does this? Well, you're a lot more compassionate. You have a lot more grace and mercy, and you are, you have more empathy. I'm like, you can't call yourself an empath if you don't have empathy toward other people. So that has really, that shifted my mindset and really helped me. And so there are times that throughout the day, I won't necessarily, let's say, be tuning in, but let's say I'm going into the kitchen and I'll think about a time that maybe I wasn't as gracious letting somebody in line in traffic. And that will just pop in my mind. And I go, oh, crud. Okay, bring it on. What do I need to learn? What's the lesson? And so things like that will very definitely keep me in check. And so then it becomes, you have to embody it in order for it to be authentic. And I have kids now. So once I had kids, oh man, you've got to walk the walk, talk the talk.
Yes.
You've got to really be there. You can't just talk about it. So I said, well, shoot, I'll probably need to start meditating a little bit more regularly. And teach my kids and talk to them. And now they always had it where I was never like, oh, that's fake, or, you're making that up. So they've been very fortunate to have me for a mom in that aspect of going, yeah, what else are you seeing? What else are you hearing? And things like that. Did that answer your question, or did I just?
Yes, very much so.
You asked it. Yeah. I love where this conversation's going. It's kind of fun, but I do feel like there's probably some people in the audience that would like to raise their hands and go, but I want an angel session with Courtney.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open that up if you guys want to go ahead and raise your hand, and Courtney will do some channeling, some angels for you. Is that the best way to say it, Courtney?
Perfect.
Channeling angels.
And
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
need your name. I think all of y'all just about have it on here, but I'll need the name that you go by. We give a lot of power to a name. So your name, your age, not because I'm going to go, oh, you're old or you're young, but because a lot of times they will give me an age and it tells me there's been a milestone in your life. It was a pivotal time. And then your geographic location, not because I'm Googling you or anything like that, but when I go in and anchor into that energy, it allows me to go in a lot faster, and I'm not having to go, oh, well, there's, 7 Anns, and which Ann am I looking for? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or whatever that's worth.
Yeah. On the Zoom on the control, you can raise your hand. It's at the bottom. While we're queuing up some callers, can Lianka and I get a session maybe together and see what you tune in for
Oh,
us real
cool.
quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like we're becoming one.
Yes. And
You need our ages or
yeah, spell
Sure.
your name for me. I think I know how to spell it, but I just want to make sure.
It's okay. Lyanca. And I am 47.
What a great age.
Yay!
Oh my
it
gosh.
is a great age.
And you're still Austin?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm Austin too.
Girl, we live down the street. as a coincidence.
47, super cool age. One, because 4 is like a perfect building number. Think about a cube. Sides, everything's equal, very strong, very sturdy. And 7 being such a spiritual number. You put them together and you get an 11.
Oh, fine.
Really
I like
super
11.
cool. Oh, yeah. 11s are our numbers, right?
Yeah.
Think about the number 11, a 1 and a 1. That is a gateway number.
Yeah.
And the gates are open. 11 as a master number is also about intuition, which is super cool. If you look at it as 2 1s coming together, then you've got 2. So good partnerships, good things like that happening, as well as you and your partner also going, hey, it's time to get moving and do our own thing. So if you look at it as a 1 and a 1, it's like, yeah, we're on our path. We're moving forward. So
Okay.
just a little bit on that. Let me see. Okay. Let me tune in to
See, I'm a good partner.
I know. I love you. I love you.
And that was interesting. So just tuning into you, not even asking a question, just going up and connecting and anchoring into you. One of the images they showed me was a rooftop. And interestingly enough, it was very bright, a lot of energy. And at first I couldn't tell if it was snow on this roof or if it was just the energy of it. And just let me throw that out at you for what that's worth. What does that mean to you?
Like a rooftop of a bar rooftop.
Of a home.
Okay. I'm like thinking rooftop bar. um okay. Oh. I feel like well, we do this out of Jennett's home, and because she had a yoga studio, and we converted it into our studio where we do the podcast. So maybe something there. I'm not sure.
We'll get more on it. Would it make sense if I said that you feel like, I don't want to say that there's maybe even pressure on you, but feeling like you're holding the house together?
Yes.
Okay. Know that they're validating that for you. Like
Sometimes we have the tape out, like literally have the tape out.
So know that they've heard your prayers, your wishes. They're not going into it and showing me that, but know that they're acknowledging that and stepping forward and saying, yes, we've heard you. We've got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we know that. We do know that. At the core of our being, we know that.
Awesome. What would you like to ask them, honey?
Go ahead.
Me or her?
Leon.
Oh, what would be a next great step?
They're talking about getting your voice out there. They're showing you actually singing. Like they really want you to project your voice. And when I go into this, let me just ask you a question. Oh, wait, hold on.
Do you know that I'm a singer?
No, I was just about to ask you, are you a singer?
Oh,
And
how
then I was like,
funny.
hold on.
I sense that too.
How funny. Yes, so I've been a singer since I was a little girl. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they show the hand, the microphone. So I'm seeing it from not next to you profile, but kind of back off catty corner behind you and see you singing. And this is about getting your voice out there, singing. And really they're talking about this being a breakthrough for you. And hold on. I cross my legs under my desk sometimes and it cuts off the thing.
Yeah.
And so they kick my legs up. Okay.
Good idea. Thank you.
So when I go into this and I'm asking about this, your mom's energy comes through on this. And the sense that I'm getting from this is more, it means more than just what I think, oh, go out there and sing. There's some underlying stuff in this, but this is really about some breakthroughs and you clearing a bunch of stuff. And this is, yeah, they're talking about if you keep holding this in, it can become poisonous, it can become toxic or poison. And they really want you to get this out and use your voice and to sing, especially. The other thing is when I'm going, okay, now does she have to go on tour? Does she have to do this? Does she have to do that? No, it's not this regimented schedule thing that you've got to get an agent, you better do this or you better do that. It's nothing hardcore like that I'm seeing right now. But it's really, there is a truth to it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. That's all I got. Like, wow. Like, when you say sing, like, does that mean like go volunteer with a band for a little while or something? Like, does that, just to get that kind of creative energy coming flowing? Is that, like that kind of thing? Uh, that's my question, I guess.
Yes. And they're talking about it's releasing a fear.
Okay.
At the core of it, when I go, okay, don't show me layers, just get straight to the core of it. There's almost a fear of abandonment. Right on top of that is a fear of rejection.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah. Okay. Yes.
And this is about detoxing from that fear.
Okay.
And knowing that, so like he's showing me, they're showing me, your mind will go, oh, but I can't do this or I can't do that, or that's not going to happen, or this has never happened and that's not possible. And they're going, oh, no, you're not allowed to put those kinds of restrictions on yourself. You don't limit yourself. So yes, go play with
All
the band.
of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all of this makes sense because growing up, I was the lead singer of a Tejano band, and that was in high school. So it also came with a lot of like scrutiny and a lot of like, your best friends going like, "Girl, I saw you on TV," like that kind of thing because they have public access channel and stuff. And so it's like I didn't want to be the person that like stood out, but I also was the person that stood out, right? Like I was doing concerts and opening up for other big acts, and so that's terrifying at the core of it, trying to be a regular kid. And so I, did the tryout for American Idol. Like I didn't even get on, like I didn't even get to the whatever because we were sleeping outside and everything like that. And they had age cutoff. But I always felt like I couldn't pursue that because I was really good, but I felt like I couldn't pursue it because I had to keep my head in the game and go to college and, become a career woman so I could have my eggs in another basket because that's what my grandpa told me, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like just now am I even branching out to do my own thing here with doing this like as a full-time not job, right? Like it's taken me a long time to even just say yes to myself now. And I love that I am, because I know that I can follow my dreams now. So I think that has a lot to do with it, that I've always kind of just had this fear of rejection that really led the whole path of that thing. And so I let it kind of die, and I really felt like I shouldn't have, or at least should have followed my creative outlet as well.
Know that it's not too late, and they will hold your hand the entire way, even through just baby steps. But it's and they're saying it's not just for you.
Yeah.
There are other people who you're going to be affecting. And so and when they say it like that, I always get so upset. I'm like, gosh, you make me sound selfish when you say things to me like it's not just for you. And so if you want to take on some of that guilt or manipulation,
no, it works on me though, because I get it. Right. I get it.
it's for others too. So it's almost like if you've got the secret potion to divine and perfect health or happiness in a bottle,
Yeah.
and you're going to withhold it from the world, no. Now I could get out there and sing.
Okay. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, girl, that's wild. How did you even come? How did you excavate that with the angels? Like, thank y'all. This is the real deal, y'all.
Thing. I mean,
My God.
What's so funny? So, when I teach this to my readers, especially when we're doing the guest sitter, they'll say, "Do you have a dog?" And I'll go, "No, you can't ask questions like that." Because then it's like, the fakes who go, "Do you have a dog? Okay, do you have a cat? Okay, is it white? Is it brown? Is it green?" Yeah, and then they go, "Yep, that's what I was getting." And it's like, no. So when I was like, "Do you sing?" And I caught myself, I was like, no, okay. They're showing you singing, da da da. And so I'm supposed to give you the evidence first and then ask if it resonates. So yeah.
It worked. I was like,
funny, 'cause at first my even limited brain was like seeing you do more of the toning, and just that in general. And maybe that is a piece of it.
sure.
But as you went further, it just kept expanding. And I was thinking of Adam Apollo, who does the DJing.
Right.
And he has all these personas and they're all super successful. I
Yeah.
was like, no, why wouldn't you do this for fun too? And it was just so interesting how the frequency shifted. The more
Wow.
you got excited about it too. I felt like I was just there with you.
Wow. Wow. That opened up a lot for me. Wow.
Opened a lot of play. It seems
Yeah.
just in general very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to piggyback on that, you said frequency, Janet. And so know that they're also showing, woohoo, I just got chills on this. Your singing is raising your frequency and opening you up in different ways that you logically wouldn't expect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. It is so cool. Oh.
Well, I want to take we are a little bit limited here on time, so we're going to take at least one caller here. The one I unmuted, you're up. You unmuted you.
Richard, that's you. Take it away. Can y'all hear him? I can't hear him.
No,
Richard, we can't hear you, sweetie.
I'm going to go to the next one.
And we'll see if we can come right back to you in a little while.
Have a space, yes.
Hi.
Hey, beautiful. So, Laura.
Yes. And I'm 59.
And where are you geographically?
California, San Francisco area.
Okay. They're asking why you are holding back on your creativity, why you are repressing it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. I have not been doing my art, which is it's been stalled for a while. Yeah.
Oh,
Um, I've also just in the last few years opened up to all kinds of spiritual stuff, and I'm wondering where to focus and what is my purpose, basically. I wasn't sure art was my purpose.
Oh, great question. A couple of things coming through. One, think of spirituality. Now, this is from Archangel Michael. Think of spirituality as a buffet. Whatever looks good, go take a bite of it. Maybe you want to take a Reiki class. You want to learn how to talk to angels. Take a bite. If you like it, go back and get more. If you don't, it's okay. Just move on to the next thing. It may not be the right time. Your vibration may have shifted. And then know that also when we ask, what is our purpose? So it's almost like saying, who is my soulmate? We have multiple purposes during our lifetime, just like we have multiple soulmates, right? But Laura, when I go into this for you, wow, it's just like the sky is the limit. So I go into it and they're showing this and they're showing this and they're showing this. And so it looks like teaching, even teaching art stuff has come, across your brain, your mind at some point. And I apologize for not being able to speak fluidly. I'm translating energy into English words, and there are not enough words in the English language. Don't get me wrong, I can talk to a fence post. But so when I go into this, yes, they really, really, really want you to do your art, because really, and Gabriel is even showing that this could even translate into you doing some writing. Oh, hold on. No, they're saying you've been doing some writing and journaling. Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So with that writing and journaling, know that that's opening you up more. It's very cathartic. You're right there on the edge, kind of on the cusp of taking some really deep dives, which are going to be super, super profound and healing for you. So keep going. You're doing everything right. And hold on. Wait, say that again. Okay, they're talking about your favorite tree to go out, and it looks like you may even sit and ride around your favorite tree. Do you know what they're referring to?
Yeah. Yes. I practice Qigong out there often.
Okay. That tree is supporting you energetically, but you are also supporting it, and let me just say the forest, okay, or the nature around there. But like that tree is giving the angels the message to give to me that it wants you to come back out there, okay?
Okay.
Archangel Jophiel is coming through. Now, Jophiel is the angel of beauty, and she is talking about you and your art and the way you see things, the way you, whether it's put them on canvas or write or anything, it beautifies so much for the world. And it even opens your heart to love. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Does that make sense?
I love it. Yes. It just helps give me encouragement. Yes. Yes. Confirmation.
Yay.
As to my direction for now. And also the buffet was just perfect, because I've been so interested in, oh, this looks interesting. And so does that. I want to do this, that, the other thing, and just go for it and do what I want to do. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. And one thing I finally learned, so you know how you've got 50 million people out there and they've all got these different offers and these different sale pages. Do it. If you're drawn to it, get it, because you have soul contracts with these people, and you may not realize it at first, but if you find yourself beating yourself up going, oh my gosh, I didn't finish a class, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, I didn't read the book, right? No, know that just by purchasing that, you have fulfilled that soul contract. So give yourself permission to do it, whatever you're drawn to.
Thank you.
Yeah, trust the nudges.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Okay, Richard, you're up now.
So you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yay.
Turn up my volume a little bit. Okay, Richard, talk really, really loudly for me.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to see you again, Courtney, as always. And with the short amount of time we have now, I want to ask. I've had an issue with the vision of one of my eyes has gotten worse over the last year or two, and I wonder if I use these micronized crystals, applying them actually to the exterior of the eye, would that help to get it to have better vision?
What name do you call these crystals, Richard? Let me tune into that name specifically.
Avini Cell Defender, micronized clinoptilolite zeolite.
So when I go into it, I can see that overall for your health, it builds your health and like gives vitality to the cells, let's say it that way. And I can see that overall it is working and helping. When I go into asking about directly putting it on your eyes, no, I'm not getting that it's going to make a difference or that it's going to help or be more beneficial. When I ask if it's going to be, would it be a detriment to your health? It feels like it'll be neutral, but let's just say this, they are not encouraging that. Okay. And again, y'all, I'm not a doctor diagnosing, prescribing, medically advising. I'm just reading the energy and relaying the messages.
Right.
But I will say this, and Richard, would it make sense if I said that when I go into that eye, almost feels like there's a cloth over it or a drape, and it's like, hang on, we need to move that out of the way. Does it feel like that?
It doesn't feel like that. It appears when I look in the mirror, it looks like it's gotten more inflamed. It's like it has more fluid buildup, which would change the refraction of the lens.
Okay. When I'm going into this and asking what would be the most beneficial, man, I really need to just do a healing session on you. And so I can really go into it, because sometimes it'll take a couple of minutes for me to get the info. Is this reversible? Will anything like that benefit Richard? The answer is yes. So they're telling me, yes, this is reversible. And some of this is energetic, but they're also telling me that it looks like, and they're giving me the number 7. So when they give me numbers, it's a timeline. It could be 7 days, weeks, months, years, could be when you were 7 years old. Okay. So just, they haven't given me clarity on that, but it also looks like there may have been an injury, possibly slight, could be looking at something too bright for amount of time. But it feels like there is also a physical trauma as well as energetic interference, let's say, that's causing this. But yes, energy work will help on it, and it doesn't have to be from me, Richard, but I'd love to work on it for you. And prayer, actually, they're saying prayer will be really beneficial.
There's only so much spinach. I could cook up some broccoli just to, not have broccoli.
Laura, we're on a different subject.
So, Richard, does that resonate with you when they say something like, prayer? Does that land? Does it resonate?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I believe that could help. Yeah.
And you're so intuitive yourself, so you know that energy work will be beneficial. But you might even hold off on the drops for a little bit, actually putting them on your eye. Continue taking them because they are beneficial whole body wise, though.
Yeah, internally, like orally. Right?
Yeah.
And actually, I put them on, injuries I have on the skin, and where there's problems on the skin too. So I know it does help.
Good deal. So was that helpful?
Oh yeah, and just to kind of give you a little feedback on what you said about the injury, I did have an injury to my skull. I think I mentioned it in previously in writing, but when I was 20 years old, I fell down a waterfall, landed on a boulder, and hit the bones around this eye on a boulder. So I cracked the skull in 4 places.
Ouch. Okay.
But after that, you know, I healed and everything. In fact, I had a near-death experience, but I healed from all that. And actually, this eye had better vision than the other one. But then it kind of reversed. So I'd like to get that back, you know.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Courtney.
You're welcome, honey. Mwah.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and share how you can work with Courtney today. Courtney, take it away.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. So you can do a package A, package B, and you'll probably have to scroll down so I can see which one goes with what. But you can get like a 15-minute session with me. And I'll tell you, I have actually been really pulling back on doing readings and just doing more teaching. So, but I love Jeneth and Leonka, and I will always support the spiritual community on this. So I've opened this up, and you can get a 15-minute session, or you can get a 30-minute session with me, whichever package that you want on this. And in that session, nothing is off limits, right? We're going to connect through Zoom. You'll do name, age, and geographic location like you saw me do here. I'll start off with an invocation and prayer, and just start asking your angels all the questions that you have. So get your list ready. Then with the 15-minute reading, you also get 2 supporting meditations that are going to help you. These are really, for all intents and purposes, channeled from the angels. The nighttime clearing meditation, I've got to tell you, this is one of the most powerful meditations I've ever encountered. We went to Yellowstone for family vacation a year or 2 ago, and my daughter came back. She was, I think, 10 at the time, and she said, "Mom, I just got to tell you, when I grow up, I'm going to smoke." And I went, "What?" And I was like, right, freaking out. And I was like, okay, hold on. Is this her? No, she had picked up something when we were out there.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I said, okay, I need you to listen to this meditation. She started listening to it, and it was almost perfect. So I went back and tweaked it a little bit and added some more stuff. And within a couple of days, she was like, "I can't believe I ever said I wanted to smoke." And I was like, "Yeah, it's because it wasn't yours." So this will clear things that don't belong.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Whoa, yes. Wow. Good on you, Mom.
And
I would have trouble getting my daughter to listen.
well, the cool thing is you can play it as you're going to sleep, fall asleep to it. It still works.
Yep.
You don't have to to it. This is just like play it with the volume down, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll still work. Also, rise in confidence with the meditation. This was such a powerful practice. This was something that one of my clients was needing, and really about kind of remembering who you are and bringing it back to you. So where yes, I am, a child of the Most High God. I am a physical being having a spiritual experience here, or a physical experience as a spiritual being, and really letting you know all of the things you are meant to do, who you are, to remove the doubt, to really help get you unstuck. Okay, so if you're second guessing yourself, feeling stuck, this is going to be super huge for you.
Right.
So package A, that's only $127. So you get that with the reading. On package B, with a 30-minute session, those 2 meditations that I just told you about, but clear the noise. Okay, this is really cool. This is going to help you. Do you ever ruminate on things? Are you ever the person who lies in bed at night and can't stop thinking and can't turn off your monkey mind? Yes. So this is going to help you. But it's not just about stopping the ruminating. It's really going to help you create that space for you to get back to yourself again, getting rid of the noise, getting rid of the excess, getting back to you and what you're meant to do. And then last but definitely not least, meet your angels and guides. And this is such a fun, easy, no pressure meditation, guided meditation, where you sit there and just see, hey, what comes through. This isn't about, okay, you have to see this star on this path and it's going to come to you and it's going to say this. No, this is about what are you experiencing and noticing the subtle differences. And the more you do it, the more stuff that's going to come through for you. And you get 4 meditations and a 30-minute session with me for just $197.
And the meditations alone will probably change your life.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then
probably worth that alone.
you go to Courtney and you're like, I just need some fine tuning. And then she takes like 5 minutes and then you talk for the other 25 minutes. I'm just kidding.
No. Can you imagine? Look how
God. I mean,
how fast she went with me, and I mean, uncovered things that I mean, I have struggled with for years and years and years. And they were, and I totally get, I even get what she was saying in between the lines, but it took for her to really tune in. If you had, imagine what if she had more time with me, how much more clarity I would have. In fact, I I'd be amiss not to go in and seek a session, because there is a lot there. And I encourage, if you are feeling called to work with Courtney, you definitely do it now, because that is true. She is starting to do a lot more teaching as opposed to one-on-one sessions. So we're grateful to have the time with her.
She twisted her arm and asked for sessions. Just so you know. And
Yes.
was willing to
Yeah.
say, if you really want one, I guess.
She
Not
said, all
much
right.
I wouldn't do for my Texas girls, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A couple, any parting words for us today?
Y'all know that April's going to be intense. You're already feeling some of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if I can just offer some of the guidance that the angels have given me, is we need to go back to what we know. So if it's a religion, if it's a faith-based, if it's spiritual, get back to what you know. Talk to your angels, talk to God, source, creator, spirit, the divine architect of the universe. But that connection, there's never been a stronger time to have it, because really, when we think about everything that's going on with the earth, with the people, with everything, okay, I'll just leave it at that. This is about a return to God. This has happened before, the way they showed it. This has happened before, but this is really not just a revival. This is almost like a new Genesis, a new beginning. And the kids being born today, they're not coming in with the karmic load and karmic debt that we carried, because we've been doing some healings. So that's going to help us to really elevate and transform even faster to that wonderful vision of Earth that we've been considering. But know that it's going to be rough, but where is your focus? Okay, don't let yourself go down the rabbit hole. Stick with what you know. Listen to that little small voice inside you that's positive, repetitive, and keep you focused on your path and not getting gobbled up in the cornflakes.
Beautiful.
Yes, very timely and beautiful information. Thank you so very much. Oh, it's always a joy to be with you, Courtney. Your smile is just so radiant, and I know that others feel it here too, because a couple of comments here is just, thank you. This gives me so much inspiration, and to ride my motorcycle more.
Talk about fun.
And thank you. That was beautiful. Love you, Courtney. You're amazing. Always enjoy the work with you do. And there were a couple more on the chat too. So thank you.
Maybe we'll put some of these chats.
Yeah.
Too,
so if you have a comment for Courtney, we will post those as well. Thank you guys so much. And we'll let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your day. It's beautiful out today.
Thanks. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for having me. Thank you all who came on the call. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, and I'll see y'all soon.
Thank you so much.
Isn't she just fun?
Oh my goodness.
Every time she comes on, we're always like, whoa, because she just goes so direct. I mean, she is fast too. Like we're like, how'd she know there was a tree out back? Like, I mean, she's just amazing in that.
Like I was qigonging back there.
Like what?
What?
Oh my gosh. And then for me, and I was like, I better, because, I know that's the timing we have. And I was like, I'm just going to let her know. And she was just about to ask me about being a singer. And I was like, how would she know that? Like,
no.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that opened up so much, her just bringing that up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it almost seemed like she first brought it up to you. And then there was this little bit of opening, and then there's a little bit of opening. It's like,
I
And even that
know.
opened up the people in the call. And
I
I think
know.
that's what's magical about
I
this,
know.
isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Allowing the energies to just flow and letting the conversation just have
Yeah.
its own, take. I
Yeah.
love that so much.
Mm. Wow, you guys.
Any of your feedbacks, any awarenesses you're having, I'd love to hear about it. We'd love to see it on the chat here and on Facebook if you're having any awarenesses. Be sure to post your pictures from the photo booth. I want to see them. I want to see them, and we're bribing you to post them.
Photo.
Yes, there's a button there on the live page. And if you don't know where that's at, it's houthustle.com/live. And there's a cute little button there and it says photo booth. And if you post that to any of the social medias, and if, for extra credit, you can send us the picture of it for team@houthustle.com. We'll make sure to get your name entered into our drawing for a session or for a VIP pass that you can get as well.
And all offers are also on that same page. So if you are looking for the speaker special offer, like the one that just asked, you can get it at houthustle.com/live. And it's right next to their beautiful faces.
We need like a cheerleading champ, like HAUTEHUSTLE.com.
Party. There's also a place where you can enter to win when you do a few things and win some points
Okay.
over there on the live page. So make sure you go over there and enjoy the party. And if you want to continue and experience the party, you can have lifetime access with a VIP pass. The VIP pass is also in our inner circle called Mystique. You can look for details around that too. And it's in the newsletter, just so you know how you might be able to play with us in a mastermind group every single month. You may notice that some of our mystikies are talking about it on the chat as well, just so you have awareness on what that is. Thank you guys so much for being this beautiful part of the summit. Thank you guys for being live, and thank you for all of those that are listening on the replay. It really truly is a joy to host these live.
Yeah. It's more I don't want to say it could be easier if we did them as a pre-record.
I'm certain that it could be easier if we would have done them as a pre-record.
We wouldn't have all the technical. No. But you know what? We knew that really what sets us apart and what we really could tap into was the not only the fun and enjoyment that we get to have when we come here to be our authentic selves without any judgment, which is love, but also whenever we can tap into what people are feeling at the present moment, whether it's, whether you listen to this today or weeks from today, the information is still really, really relevant. And I think it's important that we meet people where they are. And yes, that comes without being able to do all the fun camera tricks and all the things and all the CGs. But we do think it's important to be here for you live. And that is what we also do every Tuesday and Thursday for all intentional purposes. There's a couple times where we do a rebroadcast, but we do jump on and we interact live on the chat.
Hey, we're here.
Yeah. We're like, what's up? Yeah. Because again, it's, one of the things that I think that our community really loves to be able to join in on this way. Even if you are joining in from the replays, which we found more than half of the percentage people that do want to listen on demand. They'll come up and they'll comment or they'll send us notes behind the scenes, letting us know what they're dealing with and what they're feeling right now. And us being able to have wonderful speakers that can speak to anything that's going on in real time, because we know that everything is moving very fast. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to take that a step further, we do that in a much more deeper dive with our inner circle, with our mastermind. And you can find the details plus all of the wonderful bonuses that you get whenever you join the mastermind at houthustle.com/join. That's houthustle.com/join. And in that mastermind, there is real supporting. Everyone's really become friends of each other. We encourage each other to awaken our own gifts, because as you are with other like-minded people, your gifts come online and they become stronger. And we really encourage that. And we talk about even more woo stuff. So you can join us and find all the information about what we do in that mastermind. You even get a trial period too. So if you're interested in that, so if you're interested in that, you can send us a message at team@houthustle.com and we will get you set up. But really what I want to stress here is that if you want to be a part of this, you have a calling, you have questions about it, let us know. I want to hear from you. So you can write us at team@houthustle.com and we'll talk to you and figure out how you can participate, because really we're just here to support. And then also we are always here every Tuesday and Thursday as a free resource. So yes, we do special offers every summit and show, but that's to continue to support what it takes to do this behind the scenes and to, pay the tech person and all of those wonderful things and to support the nonprofit that we do. In fact, a lot of the stuff that we do is, turns back right around and continues this forward motion of growing this community and growing it together. Yeah. So that we can continue to show up for people, even as a free resource. So thank y'all so much. There's a donation button there at the bottom that a couple people have taken advantage of. And I'm so grateful. We have never put that out before.
Yes, and we have some affiliates helped.
Yeah. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, we've got our Rusty
Trusty.
Yes.
It's not rusty. It's actually super cool.
If you're on our regular show, I do this segment called Morning Brew with Woo. And I'm a health nut and
nutritionist.
And a nutritionist. I have actually a degree in the thing. But, I right now just follow the energy and just make it a playful little entry. But I became obsessed with cold and hot and how it affects my body and how it changes my life. And this is one of the products that I like, not just for beauty, but it's also for, just feeling better. And it's an ice roller. There's two different ones that I have. Leonka has one too, and it has two different sides. And I will just kind of, work on my jawline and other areas. But I love the ice, and this stays cold like all day long. It has two sections to it. It's called the Skinny Confidential Hot Mess Ice Roller. And it does really take you out of those moments when you do feel like a true hot mess.
I get it.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something to, you can use it on any parts of your body, lymphatic drainage. If you just want to feel more awake and alive, I recommend that product. And that is my infomercial for the Skinny Confidential. You may see it also as TSC Hot Mess Ice Roller.
And you can find that on our webpage. Yeah.
Same live page. Everything we're talking about now, you can get on the same live page at houthustle.com/live. One of the other products, I'll bring it out tomorrow, that I use every single day, not on myself, but on my puppies.
Okay.
Is the Pet Lab Co.
Oh yeah. Yes. I use that one too. Now.
And they used to have this chronic itchy paw.
No.
I used to call it itchy paw syndrome.
Mine has itchy ears.
It helps itchy ears too. And itchy's like just itchy in general. Because what happens is their gut causes this overgrowth that then becomes yeast in their body. So all their parts that get hot, they start getting this yeast buildup.
Yeah.
And that
they might smell like chips or something, like Fritos.
It usually tells, that's a good way to see what it is. Smell it. Ugh.
Oh no, they'll let you know because you walk. You're like, why does it smell like Fritos? My dog,
really?
yeah, my older dog used to.
Mine get that bad.
See, I didn't know. Well, and I was
Didn't
using
I know?
Aquil, which is a not supposed to be so healthy.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be a much better.
This is a lot cheaper than Apoquel.
Oh gosh, yes.
Doggies are on Apoquil. Now it does take consistent 2 months to see real proven difference
Yeah.
with this. And now I don't even give it to them every day. They get it like every other day.
I
But
remember.
it's been a game changer. And I was skeptical when I saw the ads out on social media. But if you're looking for that to solve that problem, doggy itchy paw problem.
It's a real big deal though, because my dog is always telling me that he's like, I'm itchy. And because I could read my dog.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm so itchy, mom. And I'm like, oh, I feel bad. And if you're an empath like me, you can feel what your dog is, feeling. And so I'm like, okay, let me scratch you. And then so it's been a game changer for us too. I need to go get some more now that I think about it.
Yeah. So check that out. That's the only pet product in the little affiliate area, and it's called Pet Lab Co. And I mean, I only bring you the best of the best for real. Like these are tested, proven, tried products.
I appreciate that.
Because there's nothing worse than having an influencer influence you.
Yeah.
And then you get the product and you're like,
Oh,
it's polyester. It's cute
it's itchy.
afar.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
And it's probably not healthy for you.
It's not healthy for your body. And so lately I do a lot of homework in addition before I even
I appreciate
purchase
that.
an influencer product.
Mhm.
So, but those are the two. There's another one on there that I'll talk about tomorrow called Vermigy. In January, as you know, I went on a detox. Now, Bianca was skeptical if Jeneth would actually stay on the detox.
I didn't know if you would volunteer for it. I just was like, okay.
So I started a detox and I had done it pretty perfectly for about 2.5 months. And during that time, I tried lots of different herbs. And this is the one that when I did research, I really found that it works best with my body, especially the ashwagandha. So if you like that mood boosting drops and they're also tasty, check out that brand. They've got all kinds, and it's the purest of the pure. Quentin, who we'll introduce later on the show, not during the summit, he has helped me immensely follow this detox and really stay with it. And even when I come off, he kind of has a way to kind of nudge me back on pretty quick. So more about that to come. But the ashwagandha by Vermigy, woo, highly recommend that. There's something called, don't let the word scare you, shock therapy. And if you're having anxiety, which I had a bout of once, he put me on this shock therapy protocol where it was ashwagandha, lemon balm, and B12, I believe. And it like snapped me out of it in about three full days of just taking the protocol around it. That's like when people like take in a ton of vitamin C. That's also called shock therapy for your immune system. So those are a few of our affiliate partners for this program. And I just will keep bringing those three back because they are so tried and so true to me that I almost, can't tell you how much I love this stuff. Not Anthony Williams. It's another detox specialist, but he does have me currently juicing 3 stalks of celery every day, but it doesn't happen every single day, in which case like I said, I'm a little bit off the protocol. But yeah, Anthony Williams, he is great as far as detox as well. The more I've gotten into this work, the more I feel that, our bodies are a conduit
Yep.
for energy. And it, we like to leave our bodies behind and think, oh, I can do it without taking the health of my body. I'm just going to do what I do, and what's the easiest? Well, I'm inviting you to maybe another possibility with this. And I think the hot cold stuff is real good. Oh, Quentin is my person
Oh
for
yeah.
the detox. He wouldn't say necessarily do the cold. He only likes the sweat. But I do feel like it shocks my nervous system, since we are talking about nervous system. So currently I drink a mushroom coffee.
I love it. She got me on. See, look, okay,
It's really
having
tasty.
okay, 2 seconds. Having a resident nutritionist who is all into the woo and a wonderful person like Jeneth, she has really gotten me on the straight and narrow about certain things. Like I have ditched the plastic.
Yep.
From drinking. My whole family used to drink from plastic cups all the time. I used to throw my coffee grinds in the sink because I had no idea.
No, it was bad.
Yeah, well, right. And I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't think about it. And I feel so sad. And then also, she always finds the best thing. And I know that if she's recommending something, she has already done tons of research. And because she always chooses things that are super healthy, all the way down to makeup. Like she always looks for stuff that is very, 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 to the best of her ability, that is recommends things that are really healthy for our bodies. Now, there's certain things I haven't given up, like my hairspray, but we're working on all the things.
I probably need
So
some hairspray. If you haven't noticed, I will constantly.
So this coffee is one that she recommended that has the ashwagandha. It has the mushrooms. It's just
Lion's mane.
Lion's mane.
Yes.
I love some lion's mane. So she was like, she showed up. She was like, "Hey, you can buy this at the grocery store too." But we also have a link for it. Talk about it.
It's called Barefoot Coffee. I will look to see. You know where it is? It's on the Amazon.
Oh, shop. That's right.
Actually, I have a ton of good things on the Amazon shop if you're just looking for good, healthy things.
And we'll make sure to get all this stuff up on our wellness page. So we have a dedicated wellness page too, that we will make sure we get all the links all in one place for you.
Great. And now it's time for us to start another session.
Yay!
And this leads right into the whole conversation on nervous system and the galactic. So I'm
yeah,
we're just flowing here today. If you're loving this conversation, can you start putting some hearts and some bells and whistles in the chat? I would love to. Yes. Thank you.
See her live special order up there yet?
All right, let me go ahead and pull up Lisa. I don't know how they make some of the hearts like go up and then they like blossom.
It's so cute.
It's awesome. All right. Lisa, can we check your mic real quick?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Right, let me stop the recording and start someone fresh one.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, beautifully.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Jeneth Blackard.
And I'm Leonka Reyna.
This is the Hot Hustle Mystic Morning Show. Today, we're talking with Dr. Lisa Thompson, and we are talking about ETs and living your multi-dimensional life. Whew,
I know. I don't have it before us, but I do see that you have our buddy in the background of the little ET guy. And, one of the things that I thought was very profound about the work that you do is your ability to be so open about such a very, I would say not so, or maybe one that's a little more candid topic. And I also know that you I found your story very inspiring, and I wanted for a couple seconds, just maybe a couple minutes, to talk a little bit about how you got into this work, because I know that we have a lot of, like I said, new people, and I do think that your story was one of the ones that affected me in a way that allowed me and kind of gave me more permission to be more open with these types of conversations and to be more fully me, because I love me some extraterrestrial conversations. I will go down the rabbit hole. I have always been attracted to the extra. Is like
Yeah.
Janet's all about some dragons. I'm all about some extraterrestrial life. So let's dive in.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me on, and thank you for those of you who are here live and watching the replay. I always appreciate the energy and the time, because that's one thing that we can't get back in this earth life is time, linear time. I do love me some dragons too, and my whole dragon team here. So I am a lifelong experiencer contactee with the ETs. And what that means is that even when I was in my mother's womb, I was being tinkered with. But I didn't like come out knowing that. I have a couple friends who actually were born fully knowing how ET they truly were. They didn't have to go through that tunnel of forgetfulness that we choose to come here to Earth School to go through,
Right.
so that we can then remember, oh, this is not who we really are. We're so much more than this. But my first conscious memory of actually being taken onto a craft and getting to have a real conversation was when I was 15, back in 1988. And that really planted the seed for the work I do now as a galactic ambassador. But again, in the 80s, like if you talked about ETs, UFOs, people thought you were crazy. And the government and all the media and all the things made sure that people thought you were crazy. It was so fringe. And it only, in the last several years has become a little more okay to talk about. So fast forward to October of 2018, and I was going through my life trying to be really normal, trying to be a biology professor, and then I was in mortgage and design. And 9 years ago, I started my spiritual business. And it was a year after I started my spiritual business that I was taking a several month long psychic intuition class. And on the very first night of class, our teacher led us through a meditative journey to meet a spirit guide that would help us get extra information if we needed it. Now, I was already trained as a past life regression therapist and had done a lot of spirit guide journeys, had met, humans and animals. But this time, I actually went to a completely different realm and I met my Arcturian family. Now, even though I had been this experiencer throughout my life, I was still trying to be really normal and trying, like, I wasn't talking about ETs because I learned, okay, I got to keep my mouth shut to be taken seriously in my very 3D world of different businesses. And so I'm meeting these Arcturians. Their message to me is, you are one of us, we are one of you, we are family. They give me a gift of a quartz crystal, and then there was a group of them, but there was one that was to the front that was the spokesperson, and we were supposed to ask if they had a name that they wanted to be called. So that one that was to the front gave me the name Uluru. Now, Uluru, for those of you who are familiar, Ayers Rock, formerly Ayers Rock in Australia, the big megalithic monolithic stone in the center of the country. Its Aboriginal name is Uluru. So when I heard that name, number one, I did question it because I'm like, oh, I know what that is. But I've learned they give you names that are very, that either are real or that you can feel comfortable with. So at that moment, I didn't know, okay, why am I meeting? Why am I meeting these beings? But through those months of taking that class, then I was also meeting my Andromedans and my blue avians. And at the time, I was still living in Olympia, Washington, where I grew up. And I was simultaneously running my home staging design business. So I was still in the closet. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why these ETs are coming to me now. I can't go here. And then, just over 5 years ago, I moved to the Big Island of Hawaii. where I live currently, and I started my night sky watch UFO tour. And that act alone really me taking that step into, okay, I'm ready to talk about ETs, I'm ready to talk about my experiences. What that did was it completely opened up my world to my team. My galactic team was like, yay, she's finally ready. Okay, let's start moving energy through her. Let's start channeling through her. And it took a couple years of being here for me to really get comfortable. And we're talking about on the summit, the nervous system. Well, when that higher frequency energy starts coming in to your energetic body, to your physical body, it can be really overwhelming. It can actually really wear you out. And so once my light language came online in 2021, and then I started vocally channeling in 2022, that energy was such high frequency from that Arcturian realm. I would channel and then I would have to go take a nap. And in my human design, I'm a sacral generator. I am not a napper. I do not, I have energy all day long, but this wore my body out. And so I had to really take electrolytes and nurture that nervous system and practice. It was like working a muscle. And so once I got used to running that frequency, then they were like, okay, it's time to bring in some of your other groups. So then beginning of 2023, 12 additional higher dimensional galactic races came through. And what I realized when I started channeling the Arcturians is, okay, that is just me. Uluru is me. That's my Arcturian aspect. And I had been learning about how we are multidimensional, we are all infinite beings since I was 13 years old, and now I'm 53. So over the last 40 years, I've been theoretically learning about this. And only in the last few years have I actually been starting to integrate it and embody it. And what's so powerful about understanding that we are these infinite beings, we can tap into, Courtney was just on talking about the angel realm. We can tap into our galactic realm, our animal realm, our dragons, all the things, because we are all of it. And so, whichever one resonates with you first and foremost, there is no right or wrong in this, but we can tap into those higher frequencies, and it can take the physical earth body to get used to running some of that energy and receiving the information that they want to share. So I'll let you guys talk now. That was a little.
No, it's wonderful. Lots of people are excited about this conversation. Katie says that she saw her first UFO in 1974, was 10 years old, so this is really cool. What are you, so right now we're going through disclosure, and just today, I think it's 48 new documents are videos are going to be released that hadn't been before, that had been previously classified. And so we're really entering into this time of there is a new kind of permission for having this conversation, unlike any other time in our recent history, human history. People are really, even we just had a conversation with Courtney Levins, whose father was 83 years old, never ever talked about, anything as it pertains to extraterrestrials. He's like, do you watch Ancient Aliens? It's an invitation. As many more people are having the conversation that we were tabooed not to have. What are you seeing as far as, because I know you're much more clued into the conversation and to the community, as this time, and what are some of the things that we can do with these energies, or how can we utilize this new information to, improve our everyday lives too? What should we know? What should we know?
Okay. Well, first of all, yeah, we disclosure kind of was forced. Like it was like, the twisting of the arm back in
Bye.
2017.
Okay.
That's when they leaked the Navy videos, the Tic Tac, the gimbal, the Go Fast.
Sure.
And so that is actually when that terminology of UFO got switched to UAP. It was a bait and switch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the whole point of that was so that the government had been lying to us for over 80 years since Roswell. And now we this evidence is being leaked by the government. And so they're like, okay, we got to do some cleanup work. What do? and we switched the terminology.
Yeah.
So, okay, the UFO people, they're still crazy with their tinfoil hats, but now UAP, this is a whole different category. And it's not,
It's
but
not. It's not.
it's exactly the same.
Yeah. In
And
fact, I think it even called more attention to the bait and switch. If I'm outside looking in, right? Like I was like, oh, hello, just using a little term just to make us feel like we're not crazy.
well, right. And just
What does the term UAP stand for?
okay.
I know that it's like interchangeable in my world currently, but what does it stand for?
Yeah, okay. Well, so just to give some history. So UFO is unidentified flying object. So then
Yes.
UAP originally in 2017 was unidentified aerial phenomena. So
Okay.
we got
Got
flying
it.
objects or we've got aerial phenomena. Now,
Uh-huh.
what they have done is they've changed that A term to anomalous phenomena
Mhm.
so that they can include the submerged water objects
Yeah.
See.
and the transmedium craft that are coming in and out of our waterways.
Oh, cool.
And so
It's
it's
like
more
undeniable.
right. Well, and so here's the thing is that when they were like, the government during COVID 2020, the Pentagon actually came out and fully admitted this is real, but it was hidden in the COVID news. And
Mhm.
then they started having these Congress hearings, making it safer for whistleblowers to come out, which is great because, their lives had been threatened and some people had been killed
And
off.
still are. Yeah.
Are right. I
Yeah.
just saw something on social this morning. There's a 10th person missing.
Oh, my heart goes out to them.
Yeah, from this kind of disclosure world. And so, but it was even more dangerous. People would lose their jobs, they would get killed off, they would get, basically threatened and their families. And so that really kept people shut down. So now that they're allowing it a little more, it is very still controlled. There's a lot of disinformation, misinformation, malinformation being put out there by the government and media because they still want to control the narrative that,
Yeah.
okay, this is real. We need to perceive this as a fear-based threat, especially military-wise, because it's not something that they can control. So my platform, what I know part of my mission here to do is really to change that fear-based narrative of the government
Yay.
media in Hollywood,
Yeah.
because now if we think about it, like if these ET groups truly wanted to take over and destroy Earth, destroy us, they could have done so far long ago, right?
Right. Yeah,
And
they could have done it already. Yep.
yeah, and so instead, these groups that are here, and I'm not saying there aren't a couple of nefarious factions of ETs trying to do stuff or working with the governments, but overall, these ETs, they are higher dimensional beings. Some of them are our family. We have up to 22 different ET races in our DNA. And we have different galactic federations watching over Earth. So really what they're here to do is we are at such a critical time in Earth's history where a lot of us are waking up, coming online, we're shifting the collective consciousness to raise the vibration. And so we're at this beautiful place where the timeline of New Earth is already existing, and some people are shifting easily to that timeline. Others are going to stay in that fear, and there's no right or wrong in this. But they're our family, they're watching over us and they're cheering us on, but
Yeah.
they can't go against our free will. But when we know about them and we ask for the connection, which is part of the CE5, is asking for the connection.
Yeah.
And what I help my clients do is really tap into their own galactic family and their aspects of themselves. It's crazy because over the last 3 months, actually 4 months, more and more of my clients are realizing in their sessions that, oh, that's an aspect of me, like what I discovered in
Mhm.
22 and 23. And what that does is we're able, when we know it's us, then we can integrate that wisdom, those abilities, those gifts from those different realms into this physical earth body. which then makes this earth life so much better because we're running higher frequencies where we're creating an environment for what our bodies know how to do, heal themselves. We're able to manifest and focus on things at a higher frequency and really create or shift the timeline where that is existing. Our relationships get better. We're coming from true place of love and compassion instead of division, polarity, fear-based stuff. So for me, that's really what I have come to understand in my own life of connecting with these aspects of myself is that, okay, I am here. I used to be very like in the polarized politics reality, very judgmental about, well, they're wrong, I'm right, things like that. And so for me, over the last 5 years, what it's done is it's really helped me see things from that higher perspective and truly like walk the talk
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and shift my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you really do walk your talk. I mean, this is the first time I think we've just let you have the platform and go, wow, wow.
Well, and because I think from experience, we know that you are, really coming from a place of, truth and and awareness around this very sensitive topic, especially right now. Um, You've got the new movie coming out that's possibly going to be, again, you mentioned Hollywood. That's probably going to, instill some fear. I'm not sure what the true meaning or the storyline is behind the movie, but it will be a sensation, right? I mean, it's got all the big players in it,
Yes.
and the trailer is spooky. It's mystifying, and I have to know that at some level, this is meant to, give us one aspect of the storyline, and I do hope that if anything, it just kind of opens our minds to be playful around all of the different things and informations and narratives that we're given, but that we can really go in and receive the information ourselves and that's something that you have been very passionate about. Can you talk a little bit about that and the importance of that?
Yeah, well, we all have the wisdom within us. We can access that. And again, it can come from our galactic team, our angelic team, from source, from our higher self, whatever aspect. And all of that is simply an aspect of ourselves because we are all one, we are all connected, we are not separate, and we're just mirrors of each other. And so we are just these little fragments of experiencing this one physical reality right now, which is really just a dream because we are soul, we are source. And so when we know that and we learn how to raise our frequency vibration and learn how to open up for that information to come through, then we start trusting ourselves. We start getting information that maybe our egos wouldn't normally accept. And we can start shifting the way that we're doing this earth life
Yeah.
because we take life so seriously here, or a lot of us do. And I know I have been guilty of that.
Yeah, yes.
I mean,
I'm the
more
one trying to
careers,
lighten it up and then I feel
yeah,
disruptive.
I
right.
love it.
I mean, yeah. And some of us come into Earth School to learn some really, really, really
Yeah.
hard lessons.
Mhm.
And what I have learned for myself is that those hardest lessons that I've gone through have been a beautiful place for me to do deep dive healing and evolve and gain this great wisdom that now I'm then able to share.
Yes.
So, for anyone who's going through anything really hard, that pain can become your purpose, your mission here on earth, and how you want to.
Mm,
And so, and everything is figure outable. One of my
yes.
one of my favorite mentors, teachers, Sunny Dawn Johnston, she's been telling me that
Yeah.
for 9 years. Everything is figure outable. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
you
true.
are
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
It really is. And so when we understand what this earth reality is really all about, and that we are so much more and we can connect and tap in, then we get to play this game, because this is a game. This
Yep.
is Avatar, our costume. We get to play it at a whole
Mhm.
different
Yes.
level, which then becomes empowering. We don't have to like be in the muck and the mire of what is actually going on globally, because in your immediate environment, is that really going on?
Yes, correct.
It's
That's
not.
what I try to say too. But I feel like so many people are affected by it that we
They
do
are.
need to then address it.
Right.
Yes, because there's only a few of us that are not, it's not even turning a blind eye. It's like, no, my life, I'm still creating it as I'm creating it today.
Yes.
It's taken me a long time to get there, but the activist in me, from my former life, wants to lay down and experience all the things that other people are experiencing in the world. And I'm like, I'm not doing enough if I'm not, and it's almost being the martyr. And how can I help others if I'm not here and present for myself? But I grew up watching the news. I grew up going in and marching for the rights of others, and canvassing blocks, and fighting, for La Raza. And so it's harder. I feel like I'm abandoning, or I could be. At first, I used to feel like I was abandoning some of that, in exchange for trying to find more peace. And I realized that two things can be true, and I can serve more whenever I, in my own home, have this higher belief that everything can work out for the best. And I know that, Source has a bigger plan for it all. And I have to remember that. And I do remind my family of that all the time too, because we've got a lot of activism in our world. Yeah.
Lisa,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to speak to that if I could, because
Yes.
again, well, same as you, like very, very similar. I used to march. I used to be very politically active. And so
I think I read that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, for the underdog. And so when back in early 2021, when after I had moved here to the island, they told me very clearly, you have to stop that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, why? Like, no, I still have to feel like I'm doing something. And they're like, no, it's time. It's not your job anymore. Maybe it was in your younger life, but it's not your job anymore. You're here to hold a higher frequency so that you can really, like, first and foremost, we need to do this deep dive inner healing, because we can only control ourselves. So the more that
True.
we are healed, then we're able to hold a higher set of energy that then helps shift our families, our communities, and
Yeah.
globally. And so the more that we do this inner work, holding the higher frequency, then the more and more that people do that, it actually does shift the collective consciousness
Yeah.
naturally to rise that energy and shift. And so that was, and they told me no more news, because I was like, I
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah. And you were like me, where we do it as a family, and you do it with spouse. And I remember you talking about that too, very candidly. And that's how I grew up, right? And that's how my family is kind of now. And now I have to kind of separate myself from the all the time news. I realize that it's not as healthy for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily about not knowing what's going on in the world. Like, you can peek at it, but don't get emotionally wrapped
Yes,
in it.
yes, yes. Because my mom will, even if I have the news on, my mom's like, "Oh, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Mom, oh," and I'm like,
That's hilarious.
"Oh, because she's an empath. She's very empathic. She can feel everything."
Gosh, I can only imagine.
And so I can feel her heart going, oh, like I can feel her heart going out to these people, but it's also, I can feel her energy change. And it wasn't until I started doing this work that it makes me kind of want to cry.
Oh, you see, like literally see
And
it.
finally I was like, Mama, I'm not going to keep this on right now. We're not watching this news if you're going to keep doing the O's and ahs. Like, she's like, I know, mija. huh? And so, but I can also see that, like, on her feed, it's a lot of, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'm like, Mom, we ain't got to worry about that. I was like, well, I was like, we got big things to do. And I was like, and so I'll kind of bring it back to the positive of the things that we're doing in our lives and to help others. And so she's like, you're right, Miha. But, sometimes unconsciously we will do the, oh, because it's too much in our face.
And
And
it's
it's
all through
that's
COVID.
unlike
where
any other time.
anxiety,
Yeah.
that's where anxiety
And
comes in, and how we
yes.
need to really regulate that nervous system.
Right.
And we've never had
Which is exactly where we're going with this
exactly.
conversation.
And I want to say,
ramping them up to get them all balled
yeah, raw.
before they can calm down their nervous system.
I want to say this one more thing that I think is important. Y'all have to remember, we all have to remember, we have never had a time in human history where information is so rampant and unregulated. Even with the adding of AI, there is a plethora of information and interruption unlike any other time. And so we have not, as a collective, learned how to down-regulate from that. We are still navigating it. We are that generation that is navigating that together and watching our folks do that with each other, our children, our parents, whatever. And so where we think we're probably getting and it's been introduced to us, we don't know how to do it yet, and we don't have enough information and studies to say how we should do this. And so that's why it was so important to have wonderful people on like you during this time.
How do you perceive or know from these galactic races how Earth could evolve in a greater way around this?
Well, so the one thing, again, I've been learning this for now 40 years, but my ET groups have confirmed what my early teachings from my School of Enlightenment were giving to me of truly all timelines exist simultaneously at the quantum level. Whether it's this Earth reality, whether it's all the different realities, the realms, the multiverses that we exist in. And so really, we get to choose what timeline we want to be a part of
Yeah.
because everything is existing and we are
Yeah.
infinite beings. And so the more wherever, it's law of attraction, wherever your focus goes and your emotions go, that's the reality that you are creating. Sometimes you're very unconscious in it, and I'm unconscious in it, have been. But the more conscious we can be of like, oh, my
Oh.
just went there, and the words that we're speaking to ourselves and to others, and where our emotions are going, that's gonna shift us into these different timeline realities, and we're shifting all the time. So the more that we can hold that focus, then we're naturally in that particular frequency more and more. So it's like we're going up and down, but that up and down can go higher, 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 where then we can hold more energy. We can really process that
Wow.
information way easier, and our bodies physically are not in fight and flight. They can hold that energy and that information. And so, like for me, some people have asked, well, how do you know which groups, or how do you know if they're benevolent? And it's all about the messaging that's coming through. There are channelers who channel fear-based polarized stuff, and that makes a lot of money. Fear sells. And I told my team, and I mean, I didn't come here to spread fear, but I learned how to raise the consciousness to me at a higher level. And everything that they're bringing through, no matter which group it is all that love is the basis of everything. We are all connected. We are all united, like throughout everything that exists, all different realms. And when we know that we are infinite beings, we are fully infinite beings. And what that means too is that on this earth experience, that when we perceive someone being a tyrant or even a victim in something, and we might judge that good or bad in these egos, everyone signed up for these different experiences before they came into Earth School. And we're all of it. We have been all of it, all the experiences. And so we never know what someone's soul journey is. And the more that we can just allow others to be and experience what they're going through, it doesn't mean that we're not here to help some people, because we are teachers and runners and things for people. But we're like 8 billion people on Earth. Everyone's here on their own journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Can you offer us
Go ahead.
an, sorry,
go ahead.
can you can you offer us an experience of channeling that might chill out the nervous system too around this?
Or whatever
Yeah.
you're feeling, you and
Yeah.
your guides are feeling called to share with us today.
No, yes, I would love to do a process that even for me, like because sometimes, I mean, I absorb energy. I'm an empath. So sometimes when I haven't, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm feeling the collective consciousness or the people in my field. What do I do to calm myself down? So I'm going to lead a little process for that. I would love to. So
Thank you.
what I would invite everyone to do, if it's safe for you to do so, is to go ahead and close your eyes. And I just want you to become really aware of your body. Feel your body and the surface beneath you. Tune in to what emotions you might be feeling right now. Notice if there's any place in your body that's feeling tight, maybe stuck energy. Maybe some energy that is uncomfortable. And just tune into that. And as you do so, as clearly as you can, I want you to see and feel beautiful white light source energy coming down above your head like a waterfall and washing over your body from your head down to your feet, moving into the center of the earth. And as this white light is washing over your body, just allow it to dissolve any of that tension that you're holding on to, any of the uncomfortableness in that energetic field or external physical body. Allow it to dissolve into the white light, to be flushed into the center of the earth. And as this white light is washing over you, now I want you to imagine the top of your head opening up. And I want you to see and feel that white light energy pouring down into the top of your head, moving down through your body like a river, down and out through the bottom of your feet into the center of the earth. And as this white light energy is moving through your body, it's clearing away the debris. It's removing the blockages. It's shining light in all of the dark places. Any tension, any uncomfortableness that you're feeling in your body is being dissolved into this white light to be flushed out through the bottom of your feet into the center of the earth. This white light has the ability to cleanse, to reset your nervous system. And as this white light is moving through you, we're going to do a quick balancing of your chakras just to get you fully online. Starting at your root chakra, the base of your spine, your tailbone. I want you to see and feel red spinning energy. And that red is spinning easily, freely. Moving up now to your sacral, a couple of inches below your belly button. And I want you to see orange spinning energy. And that orange is spinning in perfect harmony with the red below it. Moving up now to your solar plexus, to your stomach, seeing the yellow spinning energy. And that yellow is spinning in perfect harmony with the orange and the red. Now moving up to your heart, seeing the green spinning energy. And that green is spinning in perfect harmony with the yellow, the orange, and the red. Now moving up to your throat and seeing the blue spinning energy. That blue is spinning in perfect harmony with the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. And now up to your third eye, seeing the indigo spinning energy. And that indigo is spinning in perfect harmony with the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. And now up to the top of your head, to your crown, seeing the violet spinning energy. And that violet is spinning in perfect harmony with the indigo, the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. Now, from an observer perspective, I want you to see all of these energy centers lit up like a rainbow. Energy moving up and down your spinal column easily, freely. And now, once again, opening the top of your head and allowing that white light energy to pour down into the top of your head. Now it's moving very easily down through your body and out through the bottom of your feet into the center of the earth. And now I want you to see your root chakra opening up and allowing that recycled white light energy from the center of the earth to come back up through the root, meeting the light from above in the heart space. The light from above meets the light from below, intertwining in the heart. And now really tuning into that heart energy, seeing that green energy. And I want you to see and feel that green energy expanding out to fill up your entire body. Expand that green energy out beyond your body into your room. Expanding the green out further beyond your house or your building. Expanding it out even further now into Earth's atmosphere. And now expanding the green out further into the solar system. Pushing that green even further out into our galaxy. And now expanding that green out as far into the universe, time, space, and dimension as you can imagine. You are sending out the love frequency, the universal law, the universal language, and only that which is of love can come into your space, into your environment. Now bringing that green energy back into your body, knowing that this love frequency resides within you. This is who you really are, the true essence of your being. And in this frequency of love, you are fully maintaining your environment so that only higher frequency energies, seen and unseen, can come into your space. you have the ability to maintain this environment, this emotional cocoon that you generate from within. Now, in this state, being in this love frequency, I want you to just tune in to your energetic field, tune into your physical body, and notice the shift that has occurred. You might feel higher frequency vibrations, tingling. You might feel a sense of relaxation, a calmness. You have the ability to come back to this state anytime you choose. Now, from this state, just becoming aware of your physical body once again and starting to wiggle your toes and your fingers, shifting in the surface beneath you, coming back into the body. And now, when you're ready, opening your eyes.
Thank you.
Holy moly.
She was having a whole lot going on over there. I was like, I could
Tell
hear
me-
it.
Like all
Tell-
through my body. I was like, dude, am I like having
I could hear her going, oh, and I was like, okay, I just want to stay in my like whatever. So I was like, and I wanted to look, but I was like, I'm not going to. Yeah, because I was enjoying my stuff.
back? Oh, holy, I don't know. It's been a long, long, long time since I've had a full body
Yeah.
meditation, and I started getting flashes of things that, could possibly occur in my future and stuff.
That's
As we were like chakra combining, I was just like, wow.
Let's see the chat. Yeah. I could feel myself go like this because my back needed a stretch. So it was like involuntarily moving. And then all of a sudden my heart was like up here. I was like, wow. Okay. I was like, go with it, Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So for me, like again, when
Oh.
I get any kind of feeling where I'm like out of sorts, even just imagining running that white light,
Yeah.
for me, it calms down my nervous system.
It feels great.
Wow.
Teresa says that feels so good. I feel connected to my heart space. Tiffany says, oh, that was Tiffany. Laura says, that was lovely with the rainbow and hearts. And then,
He said, wow, exactly.
yeah.
Over the chat.
And then someone said, yeah, because it's in my head. Tiffany said, I noticed that these activations are more potent when I do them with a group.
Yes.
Yes. And that will be the case when you listen to the replay as well, because they were done within a group. They were recorded in a group within a group. So these are available for you to have on replay. Janet said she was going to, if you do the VIP, she was going to pull these out and also offer those. And if you get, we haven't talked about it, but Lisa's beautiful special offer that we will also provide the recording of just the activation pulled out as well. And it has that. That's right.
We'll have both.
Yes, that's true. So, this is a beautiful gift that she does with us here, and that we get to have this group consciousness, be able to pull this amazing love through. It is really, really, really cool because it's super powerful. Like I felt it coming from over here, but I'm like, I could feel my body do the involuntary things.
That I have some, and I've had an out of body experience during one of these calls before. So it's almost like I kind of have figured out how to make myself a little more boxy and safe, because I pretty much like left the call, and everyone just kind of like was like,
Hello.
hello.
Well, luckily you have a partner now.
Yeah.
So she passes that and be like, yeah.
You help keep her tethered here, right?
Exactly. So we can both kind of fly away a little bit.
Yeah, and since then I haven't had meditation that I'm just like all over the place and it's almost uncontrollable. Again, I can control it, but it's like
Why?
so much more juicy, right?
Yeah.
It's so much more juicy if I do let it out.
Yeah.
But it really, so if you were
Just
to
don't kick the
say,
camera over.
yeah, I mean, that was like use my whole body.
Yeah,
It's like
me
quite
too. Me
literally,
too. Wow.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
full body experience. Thank you, Lisa.
Welcome.
Well, yeah, I don't even know that I can speak English right now. I feel like it's just gonna all light language out of my mouth if I don't stop. Lianka,
Well, if
back to
anyone
the
has
first
any,
question.
sure, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. We also want to give some time for us to talk about, what you brought here to share and how to work with you a little bit. You probably need some water.
I may.
I'm like, yeah, water. Yeah.
Um,
I need some water too. Everybody,
yes.
water. Grab us some water.
Wow, I like.
And I'll volunteer to go. I don't know if you do individual messages from channeled messages for people on the line, but I can raise my hand, and I just want people to kind of get an example of your work as well.
Yeah. What question would you have?
That's a very good question. Let's see. We've been doing a lot to grow this business, and it does consume a lot of my mental space as much as I try to be like, okay, unattached from the outcomes of stuff. That it is our livelihood too. So with that, do you have any insights that you could share?
Are you in the identity that you need to be in to be at your highest potential in the business? Or is there
Mm,
something still holding you back?
that's a great question.
Playing it
Um,
small.
No, I think we've definitely stepped out in lots of different ways. I mean, like, yeah, my son goes to a Catholic school. I've said this many times, and I'm all out there. So, even our friends are asking my husband, like, well, how's that work? Because she talks about woo stuff.
Yeah. So I would just offer look at where you are daily in your identity of who you are
Okay,
in the realm of the business.
I
And
gotcha.
is there something that wants to shift where you're like, oh, I can be in this timeline where, abundance is massively flowing in without
Sure.
effort?
Okay, that's a different question. Maybe I didn't hear it that way. So yeah, no, I think that there is some places to definitely shift and have full faith. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Instead of coming from a place sometimes of like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And that's much more of a
Right.
scarcity place.
Yeah.
Or there's not enough this, or someone didn't promote whatever it is, right? That's a scarcity place.
Yeah.
Instead of letting things come together too, to be
And
more supportive.
I know a lot of us, we have been trained, or it's just like it's maybe a trauma response to be doers and feel like we got to push, push, push.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to just, oh no, we need to allow. And it's really, again, being in that focus and the energy of like, this is all I'm in this existence where the abundance is just flowing.
Yeah. That
And
sounds juicy.
I've gone through, my own experiences with this up and down roller coaster ride
Yeah.
of life. And so I share it just from a place of full experience.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. So really that's shifting timelines. That's what it's really about, is
Yeah.
to be in the frequency, the energy, and walking again as if fake it till you make it
Yeah. Yeah.
of
Yep.
like, are my thoughts, is this something that the most abundant Leonka or Lisa or Jeneth could be in, to just know, like, because you've
Yeah.
created the systems, you guys,
Yeah.
you have the stuff. So then it's just, okay,
Yeah,
let it flow.
I love that. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Yin is letting go and letting flow. Yep. Yang is taking action, balance of both. I agree.
Yeah.
I
There is.
totally agree, Laura.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think that it's important as a spiritual entrepreneur that often works with spiritual entrepreneurs to really have this beautiful balance where we can be the yin even while we're doing the yangs. the yang stuff, the system creation and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I find that when my nervous system is lower, like it's been the last few days, I can approach things that used to be like, oh my God, with this kind of more like a lower baseline.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that's called necessarily, but it comes from a little bit different space.
Well, it does. And I think the more that we are, if we're in that kind of yin, just okay, we're letting it flow and we learn to trust that wisdom coming in, then when an opportunity or the next step in, let's talk about business, when that
Sure.
next step presents itself, then we can actually get a true, oh, is that the step I meant to take?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's becoming, so we're not just like, we're just going to do everything, right? It's coming from this more trusting place where
Mhm.
we can be like, oh, this opportunity, do I want to do that? Oh, yes, let's do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then we don't get burned out too.
Yeah. Yeah, because it can be frustrating running toward all the new things, and then you're like, I expend energy here, energy here, energy here, and then instead of being very intentional about what we want to achieve, and so at the end of that, you can be very burnt out,
Yeah.
and it's, instead being and guided, intentional and guided, right, and then take action with that guided action, right. Let that be the flow that many talk about here.
Well,
That you find right.
and
I
we
like the
have
end.
we have this massive team
Yes.
from all the
Yes.
realms and
Ask.
ask
Yes. Thank God.
because
Yes.
they
I'm
can't
glad you said that.
answer us. They cannot help if we don't ask.
Yeah.
I always say that. Yes, we have free will. This is the reason why we're here. They cannot override. They're like sitting there I always say that they're like sitting there and they're like, yeah, yeah. Are they going to ask? 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 They're going to ask. I know they're going to ask. They talk about it all the time. Do they ask? And they're like, oh man, she didn't even ask.
Oh,
She tells everybody else to ask.
and because it comes up with my clients, they're like, well, how do I know who to ask? And I'm like, well, what I do, I'm like, hey team, whoever's job it is that can help me with
Cool.
this, help me. So I just open it up to the whole team and then
Okay.
okay, that's gonna work.
And then you have faith. I think
Yes.
that's important to note, right? Instead of, because you ask, you have to have the faith to know that it's going to work out. It gets to be beautiful. It gets to be easy. It gets to be abundant. This is the things that it gets to be that
Exactly.
good. The on the chat, somebody said, we just talked about fake it till you make it yesterday. Because I talked about how some people hate that term. I like it. I really, because we can start to get what that really means. It's not about being somebody fake.
No,
It's about invoking the energies as if and operating as if it's having the cheat codes behind the scenes, right? The
yes,
actual codes, right?
The
exactly.
actual codes. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The actual codes.
Yeah.
This is the way to have the actual codes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Well,
is.
Lisa, I want to go ahead and share how people can work with you.
How did
Okay.
we get to time so fast?
Gosh,
Girl, you took us out. We're like,
I'm still a little bit gone.
I love it.
So
Okay,
for
it'll
this,
take me a second to find the special offer.
One of
yeah,
our
I
one
know.
of the people when somebody said, grab that ice roller, Jennifer.
I did just.
It's
Well,
cute.
oh, and I see something Tiffany's saying in the comments about being a manifesting generator. Well,
Yeah.
you guys, because I am a human design gal, I used to
Yeah.
teach classes and that, you
Uh-huh.
guys are meant to beta test. So you could be like, let me try that, let me try that, let me try that, because that's what you're meant to do. Now, generators, though, we are not meant to beta test because once we step onto a path, we are on that train until
Yeah.
something makes us stop.
Uh-huh. But tell us just a little more about that, because I feel like I get it, but I'm still like it didn't totally sink in, and maybe that's because my brain went away. But
Okay.
so I'm a manifesting generator, and
Okay.
I know that I have a Tesla because I only wanted to get gas once in my lifetime. And I know that that is true for me. And I feel like you said something that I didn't exactly hear, that if I would have heard it, it would have changed how I operate as a manifesting generator.
Okay.
Is that kind of what you're saying?
Kind of, well, so here the difference. So manifesting generators and generators operate kind of similarly. They're 70% of the population. So
Mhm.
Mani-gens like you are 33% of the population, generators are 37% of the population. Now, so we are the only ones, 30 or 70% of the world, we have this unstoppable battery power energy to just go, go, go like the Energizer Bunny all day long.
Mhm.
But how, and we're meant to wait for opportunities to come across our path. And so when that opportunity presents itself, then there are different ways that we get our yeses and nos in human design. So however you get to your yes or no, if you get a yes, then you're meant to, oh, let's take a step onto that opportunity, that path. Now, as a manifesting generator, you guys have the ability to go onto that path. And if you get a little ways down the path and you're like, oh, what am I doing here? I don't want to be here anymore. You
Mm.
have the natural ability to actually stop yourselves and be like, yeah, I don't want to be here. And then you are like, okay, what's the next opportunity? I'm going to go try that. Where
Guilty.
Okay, so then a
Yeah.
generator like me, we have to be very, very, very like, oh, do we get a yes there? Because if we take the step on that path, we
Mm.
don't have that same natural ability to stop
Mhm.
ourselves and we can get burned out, miserable, like, what am I doing in this situation? That's how I
Uh-huh.
got stuck in bad marriages and careers
Mm,
for up and
mm-hmm.
like way past its prime. And so
Yeah.
Interesting.
something
Yeah.
massive have to happen for me to stop that path and be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what are we doing? And so that's an example. So you
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Gens get to beta test, and
Mhm.
so you're not locked into a path where generators, we get locked in, and sometimes
Uh-huh.
we need something massive to be
I
like,
see. You need
we're
to
done.
be hit over the head with the 2x4.
Yeah.
Are you a generator or
I don't
many
know.
gen?
I have
Okay.
no idea.
Maybe
Um,
another conversation we can have, ladies.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, absolutely.
we have somebody talking human design later in the week.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
but yes, I didn't know that you talked
No,
about
we didn't
that.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I,
wow.
Well, of somebody that does the right, that brings it all in. I do like people that have lots of different background in different things, because what happens is that you start to put together you make this correlation, the cross references based upon, okay, let me pull from my human design training and let me pull from my UFO community, right? And then you
right.
see how the things have these cross references. And so I find myself doing that a lot just because I've studied so many different things,
Yeah.
that when I see things that are cross referenced like that, I'm like, that's how I know this is for real, right? Like my quantum physics side of my brain wants to like cross reference with some of the stuff that I've learned in past off regression. And then when I see those like intersections of the information, I'm like, ding, 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 this makes total sense. And
Yes.
I'm able to convey that better. So I love speaking with people that have backgrounds like you. It's
Yeah.
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk.
Packages.
Okay. Yeah. And sorry, guys, I can't go into projectors because we're out of time.
We could definitely have you back on the regular show and talk about it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here, so that little process that I led us through, that is my beginning process to really help people start to regulate that nervous system so that they can learn to raise their vibration. And then when their vibration, their consciousness is in a higher frequency state, then we can pull in these higher dimensional spirit guides, galactic guides, angelics, whoever comes through. In this case, the galactics, because they're near and dear to my heart. And so with that, you're able to connect and have communication in a different way than in this physical kind of reality, because all of these guys, most of them are in these higher dimensional realities So you really do have to raise your own vibration, and they can then lower their vibration and meet somewhere in the middle. It's very hard for them to just physically appear and talk and do the things because Earth is so dense. So what this program is, this is one of my absolute favorite things I've ever done, which is it's 13 different higher dimensional galactic races, but there are 14 sessions. So the very first intro session is basically it's like a council of 13 where you're meeting them as a group, connecting with them. And then once you've met them as an overall group, then you get to have individual experiences with each of the different races. And what they did was they pulled forth different elements. Some of them were different kinds of healings that they pulled through. Some of them were different ways of really looking at this earth life and looking at, multidimensional reality expansion of really tapping in. So I mentioned earlier, we have up to 22 different ET races in our DNA. And the more that we become integrated with that, then our latent parts of our DNA start coming online and we get more gifts, more abilities in this physical reality. And so that is what each of these different galactic races is bringing through, is bringing in this multidimensional, like let's come at it from all these different angles to really have you connect. And hopefully, after listening, you'll understand that whoever you're connecting with really is just you. You are just there with yourself. And the more that you know that, you can integrate that, embody it, and bring that on. And so this is an evergreen course where you can you can pop around, you can listen to whoever you're being called to. What I would say though is don't prejudge a particular race because like I do, we have the reptilians, we have the Zeta Grays, we have some of the ones that some people have some strong judgment on. And again, nothing that I brought through has any kind of fear-based lower vibrational reality at all. And so, yeah, so that's option one, is just that 14 series for 147. And then one of the things that I absolutely love doing, like I seriously love, 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 is helping people connect directly with their specific galactic family guide selves. And we never know who's going to come through. But when you get to have that one-on-one experience, I'm helping guide and we're getting information from them. And then if you do realize, okay, oh, that is an aspect of myself, then I help you actually physically integrate that into this earth reality. And so when you get that 60-minute one-on-one, you also get that wisdom of the galactics. So you get the one-on-one session plus the wisdom of the galactics. So it's a bundle. So two options. And again, the one-on-one sessions, I've been doing so many of these over the last year, specifically this particular process. And it has been quite amazing how many of you guys are ready, fully ready to embrace how multidimensional you really are.
Yeah.
And just haven't given ourselves worked with a coach to help us do that. Because I always say coaches even need coaches. And yeah, right. Right. So even if you think you know what you're doing, and Jenna talks about this all the time, she's like, I used all my tools, but I just wasn't able to get myself there. And sometimes you just need to work with someone. So if you're feeling called to work with someone, I say do it. It's the best money I've ever spent. I always talk about that time that I sold one of my purses on near here, because I wanted to just like a little whatever, because I was like, I'm not going to, this was way back in the day. And I got a session for myself because I was like, first of all, I was never going to use that purse. Second of all, I would never have spent that kind of money on myself, kind of like choosing myself. And so then I was like, well, if I get rid of something, then I can justify it. It was back when I had all these money beliefs, right?
Dollar purse. Yeah.
All these money beliefs. It was probably like $100, maybe $90, right? And so then I got the session for myself, best money ever spent and best decision to choose myself. So now I always think about that and say, okay, what are my trade-offs if I have to make one? And if not, can I just choose myself because myself is saying yes to something, even if it's a little different. So I just want to remind people of that and have that invitation because you're right. Sometimes you're saying right there, you're saying so many of you are so ready, but we're just not taking that extra leap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just don't know how.
I know I've been resistant to just up and jump in. And every single time I jump into a session with somebody that I'm called to jump
Yeah.
into, whether it's $600 or 200 or 100,
Yeah.
I've truly changed.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
seems for me that the more I invest, the better I receive it too. And
It's a dichotomy, but yeah.
it is a
Well,
dichotomy.
it's
Mhm.
true. When you got a little skin in the game, you're
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
likely to be willing to receive. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of a
It is.
silly little belief system, isn't it?
Yeah.
We look at it that way.
But it's
But
true.
I think also the people who charge more in the certain cases, they are better. They have been more practiced. It's not always true, but often it can be true.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, like for me, like when I'm hiring any kind of coach or mentor, I will only hire people that have done what I want to do, right? I'm not
Yes.
gonna hire
Right.
one who hasn't done it. Like, ooh, I'm a
No.
life coach. Well, how are you doing at life?
No. That's
Let me
it.
look at
Like
that.
you might
Fair.
look it on betterhelp.com, right?
Right.
Just go to hustle.com instead and get the good people.
The people that are talking about the things that we want to talk about, right?
Right.
But that you go to a better help psychologist and they're like, I don't know about ETs.
Yeah. Oh, Deborah's asking how much is the 60-minute session? I think it was what, 222?
222, and there is a two-pay.
She said
Right.
it seems a little confusing on the page. Okay.
Yeah, no, the first part is the entire course, her galactic course. And then below it, there is a section. I know I went through it kind of quickly.
Okay.
But you give it a look. I think it pretty much explains it in your checkout.
Okay. And yeah, so that 222, you get the one-on-one and you get the 14 sessions. So
Does that make sense, everyone? You get in the second offering, you get the full course plus the session. So it's an upgraded version of that first offering. And then the 222, you can do it as a two pay. So you just got to click the little button and then it'll give you a drop down. This is kind of something that's tricky about this system, but you look for the drop down and it'll give you the option to make a 111 payment today and then another 111 payment in a couple weeks.
yeah.
So there you go.
And this is a bargain because my Wisdom of the Galactics retails at 347 and my sessions are 444.
Oh,
So
y'all, come on now. Yes. And we give you that.
And it's
Yes. Choose you. We made it easy. Thank you. Thank you. Because you know what? Every speaker that comes on that does this for our community, we are so grateful because they really can go off and not have to do this, not offer this to the community at that rate. I mean, they really are discounting this just to give our people an opportunity. So when they do that and you're feeling called, take them up on the offer because, it's their value too. And they have their time that they value and lots more people are coming to work with them. So we want you to be able to do that in a very loving space. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Lisa, we're so excited to have had you. Gosh, this time went by too fast. We're way over time, but I do want to give you a couple seconds to get to, any parting words for us today.
just remember how powerful each one of you are. And you truly do get to create whatever timeline you want to be a part of. And so really, I invite you, my team invites you, your team invites you, like really try to get out of what is going on in the world and focus here. Focus on what you have control over in your environment, because ultimately that is the only thing you have control over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very wise words. All right, everybody.
Yes. Me.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a good one. Just a couple quick announcements. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. We also do a live every Tuesday and Thursday podcast, and it is a live video podcast. We do that on YouTube. You can also sign up to be a part of our newsletter at howhustle.com. And then you can also get all the information if you're not signed up at the summit page. So that's howhustle.com/summit. And if you don't know where to be, just send us an email at team@howhustle.com that's just team@howhustle.com.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just a reminder about the VIP pass. You also get 5 other seasons like this. So you can even watch our evolution from where we started 2.5 years ago. So I mean, it's like just an incredible value for $97. So
Yeah.
check out the VIP pass. And if you would like to really find your peeps, possibly, you might want to check out Mystique. And both of those are written in the bottom of the email. And we'll talk more about that later as we go through the show.
Sure. If you're not getting our emails for the notifications for what's going on every day, be sure to sign up at howhustle.com/summit. That's SUMMIT. And if you're joining us on YouTube, the YouTube channel, you can, and you don't know where to find How Hustle, you can just search Hout and Hustle. We're the only ones. And then also be sure to like and subscribe. And then share this with other people, because this is how we change the world, just by one person at a time and setting new intentions. Any other things that we need to tell the peeps?
Play with the photo booth. It's so fun. I did it yesterday.
Oh yeah, and then send us the copy of the picture that you post to social media. We'll get you signed up to a drawing for our live drawing that we're going to do. It's a session with me and also or the VIP giveaway. So we've got 2 drawings going on. Be sure to send us copies of where you post those anywhere, or just make comments too. That's what we'd love to see on the socials, and you can find that.
It is tracked in the Gleam thing.
What's the Gleam? Oh yeah, it is tracked.
Go to the live page, you'll see the Gleam thing.
Yes, but also
to win.
yes, you do get points there, and if we're having trouble, just email us. As always, you are the best part of everything that we do, so continue to be woo.
Help Hustle reminding you to take a little time to
enjoy the woo.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.